What's up, Internet? My name is Jake Doxy, and welcome back to another episode of the Doxcast. I'm not going to lie, filming an intro is actually really fucking hard. After countless amount of efforts, I've realised this is probably the best we're going to get, so I'm not going to waste any more of my time, and for the length of the intro, I'm not going to waste any more of your time either. So without further ado, let's get straight into the episode.
Shawty catch a vibe, yeah, I had to put her on. Bought a two-seater, yeah, we heading for the sun. Shawty got my high, I ain't tripping for the funds. Yeah, I won't start, I ain't tripping, I'm a stun.
Alright. You already know the go. I need to say something to you that I say to everyone that comes on, but I would not be saying it if it wasn't true. You're sitting here because I find you interesting. That's because you are an interesting person. I want to learn more about you, how you think, and how you feel, and I love that I have the opportunity to be able to share this experience. So I really appreciate you coming over. Thank you for sitting down. And ladies and gentlemen, somehow this man convinced me to get his name tattooed on my head. Don't ask me how he did it, but he did. He is definitely one of the biggest motivators and supports that I have on the Doxcast channel, so I thank him for it. He is my OG cup of tea buddy and one of my truest brothers. This is Joshua Nix.
Thanks, bro. Thanks for having me.
That's all right.
Been excited.
Thank you. Excited and nervous.
Yeah, a bit nervous, but no, it'll be good.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, very good. All right, that's all right. That's all right. I have been keen for this, and I have a big list of shit I want to get here. I want to get through with you. Yep. And the first one I wrote down was, oh yeah, do you remember doing this with me before? We've actually done this. Do you remember doing it?
The podcast?
Yeah.
Kinda. Yeah, no, it was fun.
Yeah,
it was mad.
Because I have no memory of doing it, but I have the fucking video evidence of doing it.
No, I do remember it very well. It was
sick,
good, bro.
That was sick. We had like you and Fossey actually used to doing the podcast.
Yep.
On my birthday, everyone was drunk and shit, and then I come up here like a dickhead, take over it. All right, the man's in.
No, bro, that was heaps of fun.
That was good. One day I'll release that footage. It was good. Yeah. Fuck yeah. All right. The first thing that all blokes do talk about whenever they catch up is when they say, "What's been happening?"
Yep.
Oh, just working.
100%. Just been working.
It's always your answer. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to dive deep into the working side of it. So how about you share? What do you do for work?
Well, at the moment, I'm a carpenter. I'm employed at the moment, but I've recently registered a business, my own name, so
beautiful.
It's pretty exciting.
Yeah, that is exciting. All right, again, you're already catching up to my further on questions. Yeah. Well, then let's go back to when it first started. Do you remember why you got into carpentry in the first place?
Honestly, I just did some work experience, which honestly, I did nothing. It was 2 weeks of just going to work, just watching the boys, not being able to do anything, and I always hated school. Like,
yeah, I can ditto that.
Yeah,
I can ditto that.
I think ever since kindy, I've just always hated school. Oh, 100%.
What the heck? Kindy?
My first day of school, I got into a fight with a year one. He came up to me and said, "Do you want to have a fight?" I was like, yeah, let's do it. First day, he got in the red book.
No way.
Yep.
A kid walked up and said, "Let's have a fight."
Yep.
That is so cool. Do you remember the kid's name?
Micah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Won't say his last name, but
yeah, that's cool.
It's a great story, and my mum loves talking about it.
Yeah, that is amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I've never heard a first day of school like that.
Yeah, bro.
Fuck, you're making me remember being first day of school. I remember first day of school being a bit like, because I was actually pretty good through preschool.
Yeah.
You know, did you do preschool?
Yeah, I did it for 1 year.
Yeah, sweet. I did preschool. I felt like I was a good kid.
Yeah.
And then first day of fucking what was it called? Primary school. Yeah. I met a mate. His name was Bowen.
Yeah.
And it was over from then. It was over from then. Yeah. We were the naughty kids, bro.
Oh, bro. I think
so good.
Yeah. So I think from that, maybe that's why I was a bit naughty. I don't know, but yeah, I just never enjoyed school.
Yeah.
Especially like going into year 7, like my mum being my maths teacher because she was working at the same school.
Oh, that's crazy.
So I mean, it was a bit weird, you know. This kid would say some things, but, you know.
Yeah. Did you get disciplined from your own mum in school, or were you well behaved?
I was pretty well behaved because like I was too scared to say, "Oh, mum, I want to answer this question," you know. So I was a bit quiet, you know, like. Yeah. Sometimes she had to put me in line, but yeah.
That's so funny, bro. I can't even imagine what that's like.
Yeah.
So you were nervous to accidentally say things like "mum"?
Yeah.
But were you like, how do I word this? Were you like a bit more like relaxed because your mum was the teacher?
Yeah, it was a bit like relaxing, but like it was just kind of like all my mates being in the class, you know, her getting like all the other kids in trouble, like which she would like occasionally, but yeah.
Would she like lighter on some people than other people because they were your friends or not?
Not really. She kind of always like treated everyone the same, which was good. Mm-hmm. But yeah, and she did keep me the same, but
Yeah. Fuck, that's so crazy. I can't believe that. I've had mates' mums be my teachers.
Yeah,
I think I've
okay.
said that recently
Yeah.
on here before.
Yeah.
And that was a wild enough experience. But imagine my own mum, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's so
It
cool.
was crazy, especially like because like my whole life, like her friends been working at that school, like then they'd be teaching me, and I'd like be naughty and stuff. And now I look back, and I was like, why would I do that? You know, it's my mum's friend. I should have been a bit nicer. But
Yeah. So would you see the same people outside of school? Like, would they come to your house or anything? Your mum's
yeah, they
friends?
would. Yeah.
Yeah,
We would
that's-
even go camping with some.
Really?
Yeah.
And you were like the naughty kid still. Yeah, that's sick.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's sick. That's sick. I feel like when I think back in school, I was a naughty kid, but I was never a bad kid. You know, I was distracted.
Yeah.
Were you the same, or were you like naughty?
Oh, like I don't think I was that naughty. I think it was more just like calling out in class, like just little stuff, and like maybe like kids in school like trying to get me to do things which got me in trouble. Like
Yeah,
I
I
guess
can
it's
agree.
kind of like that, but
Yeah, cool. All right, so what did you not like about it in order to wanting to leave so early?
Well, I think I always wanted to be a carpenter.
Really?
Like
Did you always
Yeah.
want to builder when you were a kid?
yeah, of course.
Yeah, fuck yeah, that's
Yeah.
mad.
It was like I used to always want to be like a PE teacher or something.
Yeah.
But like or like teach like primary school kids. Like I thought that was always going to be cool. But
Yeah.
just growing up, I always wanted like a way out from school, and you know I used to like build like just ramps for my scooters and bikes like as a
Yeah,
kid. So I always
yeah.
like building like using a
Yeah.
hammer, you know.
Yeah,
So
That's
yeah.
cool. I can definitely relate.
Yeah.
I feel like I gained my need for wanting to do something physical
Yeah.
and build something from a kid. But I never really built ramps. I was more like pulling apart the scooters and the
Yeah, I
BMX
used to
bikes,
do that,
putting them back
yeah.
together and shit
Yeah.
like that, mechanical.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to build ramps, but
Yeah.
I still have a dream of wanting to have a skate park.
Yeah, it's
for
fun.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. So you know you wanted to be a carpenter, but I'm still trying to get to the fundamentals of why you didn't like school.
I could never sit still.
Okay.
I hated learning. I hated reading. Like I never read anything. I never did assignments.
Yeah.
I remember it was like there was one year. It was like a science assignment.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like it was a massive one. It was 2,000 words or something, which is probably small to a lot of people, but for me it was like 2,000 words.
2,000 words sounds like a lot to me. Yeah.
I think it was a morning. I just like copied and pasted this whole thing from a page.
Yeah.
Printed it off at the library.
Yeah.
And then the teacher said to me, like, because we had to read it out in front of everyone. And she said, Josh, you can stay back and you can read it to me after class. So
Yeah.
everyone left. And I said, all right, I'll read it out.
Yeah.
Got to the first sentence. The biggest words I've, like, never heard of. I couldn't even pronounce them. So I was caught from then.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
But you throw me back to funny memories from primary school. I remember, I think it might have been like year 3 or something. I got like a letter sent home and
Yeah.
my mum had to sign it.
Yeah.
And I remember being like, nah, they'll never know. I filled it out myself,
Yeah.
you know. I misspelled my mum's name. I didn't know how to do a signature, so I just drew an
Yeah.
infinity sign. I'm like, I think that's what a signature means.
Yeah.
They busted me straight away. I mean, that was the first time I ever got any punishment. That was
Yeah.
funny, but yeah, I didn't like school either.
Yeah.
And I think I didn't like school because, again, I couldn't sit still.
Yeah.
I hated learning too.
Yeah.
I did not write anything down
Yeah.
either. I didn't do none of that shit. My girlfriend at the time did all my assignments.
Yeah.
Passed me, but passed me really well.
I never did a single assignment.
Yeah.
I never did in my own words. Like,
Mhm. But what about now that you've left school? Do you enjoy learning and shit?
Yeah, I love maths now.
Oh, you love
yeah,
math
I
now?
love it now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what about reading? You hated reading. Do you read at all?
Never.
Never?
I never read anything. Like,
Okay.
Even like going on Facebook, like you see something interesting like in the title, you click on it. I'm like, no, I'm good.
Too many words.
Yep. I don't
Yeah.
even read the first sentence. Like I'm like, nah, that's all right.
Yeah.
Tell someone, oh, I heard about this, and just the title.
Yeah.
Probably not even true, but
Yeah. Yeah, that's sick. I've recently got into reading.
Yeah.
Recently, this year, I did I've started a challenge. I started it in December.
Yeah.
But I have to read 20 pages every night.
yeah, okay.
And I'm enjoying it, bro.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying it. And
Yeah.
I think you should read one book. You should read one book. All right, you should.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
Diary from a Kid, but
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's good because I bought Jackson the same book as
Yeah.
you seen. That was
Yeah.
my Secret Santa.
yeah.
And we hold each other accountable, so we have to read it and
Yeah.
we keep up. Even though he's leagues ahead of me.
Yeah,
with it.
okay.
I can't even catch up to him, but like it's good having someone to be able to kind of like hold you accountable and read with, even though we're doing it separately.
Mm.
So maybe I'll read a book and you read a book, all right? On my next
I
book,
don't know.
fuck it, you have to do it. You have to do it, one book.
Oh.
I'll pick an interesting book. I'll pick an interesting book.
Yeah.
Because you'd be surprised what you can learn.
Yeah, I
Like
know,
the book I'm reading now is called Power of Habit.
Okay.
And it started off with like what habits are and things like that, and
Yeah.
explained, not to go off topic in too much
Yeah.
length, but it explained how a habit, you think of it as what you remember, but you actually live 50% of your life in habits.
Yeah.
Everything you do 50% of the time, you don't think of, you naturally do it.
Yeah.
And this one guy who lost his memory at the age of 50, they studied him for the next 30 years,
Yeah.
and he couldn't remember anything. He changed house, he didn't
Yeah.
know where he lived, he didn't remember where the kitchen was in his own house. But after going for a walk with his wife every day for 6 months,
Yeah.
he could leave on his own and go for the walk and come back home. But
Yeah.
he had no idea where his house was.
Yeah, okay.
And they'd give him like these kind of like cards, 40 cards, and 20 of them had the right answers on them.
Yeah.
And he'd flip it over and it would say correct. And
Okay.
after doing this for 30 days or so, they'd ask him flip over the correct cards, and he could flip them over,
Yeah.
all of them, get 100% accuracy. But then they'd tell him, all right, put them back down. Now put the correct ones in a pile. And he
Yeah.
had no idea how. They'd say to him, is that one right? And he'd
Yeah.
say, I don't know. He didn't know the answer, but then
Yeah.
they'd say, flip the correct card, and he'd flip it.
Yeah, okay.
So it teaches you about habits and
Yeah.
shit like that.
Yeah.
I found books interesting as I've
Yeah.
left school.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no, that's
Oh.
crazy.
Yeah. All right. I went off topic for a bit. We'll get back to working. All
Yeah,
right?
okay, yep.
So, one thing that I think of when I think of carpentry is
Yeah.
how cowboy that fucking trade is.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a fucking cowboy
Oh,
trade.
100%. Most of the people I work with is just like shirt off, cowboy hat or trucker hat, you know?
Yeah. Do you ever wear boots?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
You do? Does everyone?
Oh, yeah, most people now. I went like 4 years not wearing boots. I just
Really?
wore like sneakers and stuff. But
Yeah.
sometimes even slides.
Yeah.
But
Really?
yeah.
And your boss wouldn't care?
Not really, because like there was like a year that we're like just working at his house and like kind of like I just wore slides every day and
Yeah.
wouldn't say anything, you know?
Yeah.
We're doing like little stuff sometimes and like but massive concreting some days, but yeah.
Oh, so you do concreting as well?
Oh, we did at his house when we
Yeah.
built it, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. So, considering there's fuck all safety involved,
Yeah.
right? Do you ever get injured at work?
Not really, surprisingly. Like
Really?
I've shot myself in the hand a couple of times with a nail gun.
Oh,
You
yeah,
just
yeah.
pull it out.
Yeah.
But-
I remember the Snapchat story.
Yeah, no, it's been bad.
I can't imagine what that would feel like, to be honest. When you shoot
Yeah.
yourself, does it go through the bone?
I haven't had that before. Well, not
Okay.
that I know. Like I've shot myself like through the hand.
Oh,
Like that was
Oh.
probably the worst. Just
Yeah.
like because it was like attached to some like a timber. So I just like pulled it out. You
Oh.
could see like a hole, like a deep hole through it.
oh yeah.
And oh yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah, like I'm so bad with blood. Like
Yeah.
blood is horrible for me.
yeah.
Like sometimes, like even my boss, like a couple months ago, he came up to me and said, "Oh, pull this nail out." I was like, "No, I'm not doing that." I just walked
Oh.
off. And,
So other people do it a lot too.
it
Nails?
doesn't happen a lot, but like it does happen like every couple months. So
Yeah, fuck, every couple
but
months.
yeah,
Oh, well, you're pretty lucky you haven't had many injuries.
yeah, yeah.
Bro, I get injured. Nah, not so much anymore. I wouldn't say in the last even 24 months,
Yeah.
2 years, I haven't been injured. But I've,
Yeah.
fuck, bro. I've burnt myself with the
Oh
oxy
yeah,
that many times.
yeah.
I've had some big accidents at work.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever fallen, like, off a roof? Like, because you know how you just fucking, you just basically do, like, fucking
Yeah.
tightrope walking?
Oh, like I fall off occasionally,
Yeah.
but you just like there's so many timbers that you kind of catch yourself.
Okay.
Like I fall off quite a lot actually.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
because I go too quick.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I rush too much at work, so like
Yeah.
you fall off, but I always catch myself. So,
Okay.
yeah.
If you didn't catch yourself, how badly do you reckon you get injured?
Like if you fell off like a second story, like
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
yeah, it'd be bad.
And he's walking on top of the second story.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
100%. Like
And you know
is
what's-
it, yeah.
Sorry to cut you off, but you know what's crazy about it is it's like, it's not uncommon, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, that's how you do the job. Yeah.
100%.
My God.
Like, yeah.
So do you see other people ever fall?
Never really.
Mhm.
No, not as often as maybe what you'd think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like there was one time I fell off the roof,
Mhm.
caught myself with my nail gun, like unhitched from my nail bag, and bounced and smacked someone right on the head down below.
Oh my gosh.
I started yelling. I was like, because he didn't nail the timber in. I started yelling at him like, "Why didn't you nail that?" And he was just like, okay."
Yeah. Oh, so you
But-
slipped because he hadn't nailed it in and you thought it was secure.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah,
Even though he
yeah.
did tell me that he didn't nail it, but it's not my fault.
Nah, fuck it,
Never
bro.
my fault.
Nah, you work as you go. You shouldn't go back and do something.
Exactly.
You work as you go. That reminds me of where I fell one time at work.
Yeah.
I was climbing up this pallet jacking. Like, it was pretty safe, I must say. There was
Yeah.
like platforms you had to go up. And then I had to pull up my D-size oxy set.
Yeah.
It was 2 big bottles with the
Yeah,
hose
okay.
on a trolley.
Yeah.
And I had to lob it up with me on top of this cool room. And it was like probably like 6 meters high at some
Yeah.
point. It was pretty tall. And as I grabbed onto the next row of pallet jacking, I had the oxy on one hand and I grabbed onto the pallet racking. It wasn't fixed in like pallet jacking should be. And it's just swung me backwards and I've fallen down like, bro, I'd fallen like 5 meters onto my back. Knocked myself out.
Yeah.
Woken up on the concrete floor with the oxy on top of me.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
just crushed me, bro. Fucked me up.
Oh.
It smashed the regulators off it and everything.
Yeah, okay.
Ended up calling the boss. I was like, dude, I just dropped the whole oxy on me. He's like, what? I was like, it knocked me out. He's like, are you okay?
Yeah.
I was like, I don't even know, man. I don't even know, bro. I'm so shocked.
Yeah, okay.
It's crazy. So it's crazy how I've had injuries like
Yeah.
from falling and you guys haven't even had them, bro.
Yeah, like we fall off ladders all the time, but it's kind of like everyone's silent. Then they're like, yeah, I'm all good, and then just burst into laughing. It is the funniest thing ever.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds so bad, but someone falling, for some reason, it's just the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, people hurt themselves will never get old. People will never get old.
Yeah.
I do love it. I do love it.
But-
I had a boss who, like, he would hurt himself all the time
Yeah.
once. He would just, because he was tall as fuck.
Yeah,
and
okay.
just a bit, like, unaware of his surroundings.
Yeah.
And he'd just be full speed walking and bang
Yeah.
straight in the head, knock himself to the floor.
Yeah.
I seen him jump out of the car once and just crush his head against the ladder. Just completely fuck himself.
It's the funniest thing to watch.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god, I laughed at that. That was so amazing. But ladders are actually super dangerous, bro. Super dangerous.
Yeah.
Because I work in supermarkets, we have so many rules of safety now, which is
Yeah.
why it blows my mind to see a trade like yours.
Yeah.
We're not allowed to have a ladder under 3 foot.
Okay.
You have to have 4 or 5 step ladders and
Yeah,
above, and they
yeah.
have to be platform ladders.
Yeah, well,
can't
we're
have
supposed to do it as
A-frames.
well. But
Oh, you're just supposed to do
But
that.
it's impossible, like,
Yeah.
because we gotta, like, you know, you do one timber that takes 10 seconds.
Yeah.
You gotta move it across bays and bays, so, you know.
Yeah. And to be honest, in carpentry,
Yeah.
would there be any companies realistically who do that?
Not that I see. Never, you know. We have our 4-steppers, 3-steppers, you know.
Yeah. Do you reckon maybe, what about like, how do you say, like retail or commercial carpenters? Do you reckon they'd be safety? or
Probably,
the
yeah, I
same?
reckon. Because, like, they'd probably have more safety officers. I think it is a lot more strict, but yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. The domestic market, bro, it's just like whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
It's the same with the electrical, the
Yeah.
aircon, because like what's profit margin on a house might be like 10%,
Yeah.
right, for all the builders and all the trades,
Yeah.
and then to add the safety, that's another 30-40%.
100%. Yeah.
It's just not practical.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'd rather keep it the way it is, otherwise houses would be 50% more
Yeah.
expensive.
100%. It would
Yeah.
take so much longer, you know.
Yeah, I hear ya.
Plus, no builder wants to pay more. So, you know.
no, and it'll end up coming out of the cost.
Exactly.
The workers will get paid less.
Yeah.
Everything would. Yeah, I hear. All right. So in your trade, you obviously started as an apprenticeship.
Yep.
You completed your apprenticeship. Now you're a tradesman.
Yep.
So congratulations.
Thank you.
I respect people who have finished any kind of skill
Yep.
level. It's really good to see.
Yep.
What has been your plan? Has it always been the same, or let me rephrase that. So, what's your plan inside your trade, and has it always been the same?
So when I was the first year, you know, it was kind of just like, oh, go to work, you know, work and then go home, you know. Don't really care, just want to get the days done. I think it was about 7 months in when I thought, you know what, I'm actually going to like try a bit harder, you know, like learn more things. And
Yeah.
I just started learning things, and I was like a first year doing things that third year and fourth years can do.
Nice.
You know, I was a second year apprentice and I was running a crew, like driving a truck for my boss, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was good. So
Very good.
But
and
yeah.
sorry to cut you off, but let me go deeper into that
Yeah.
and say, like, how did you get that motivation to learn more? Do you remember why?
I think I just wanted to do it for myself, really, and just because, you know, like I'd see, like, especially like my boss's sons, like just watching them like exceed and like, you know, start businesses at like young, like 19.
Yeah.
I just like, I always had a passion for that, and I always loved tools, like buying tools and just, you know, kind of following them.
Yeah. How
So-
fucking good's buying
Yeah,
tools?
bro. Oh, it's addictive, but
Yeah. You're the most addicted tool buyer right now.
yeah, I've been pretty good lately.
Yeah.
Around the Christmas, like you had all this spare money. I was like, all right, I'm spending, you know. But
nice.
I was good for quite a while, but yeah.
Yeah, I can find relation when you say that you looked at other people and they were exceeding, and it kind of switches your mindset a little bit. I definitely had that. I worked with some gun tradies, and it was just like, fuck, I want to be as good or better than these guys, because I could see how much I appreciated their skill set, and I wanted other people to be able to appreciate that from me. And then the way they were training me, I could train others. So that was my mindset. Mine was probably, I want to call it like 11 months, almost finished first year to my apprenticeship, but you got it fucking basically 6 months in.
It was good. Like, and I always wanted to get on the roof. But, like, you had to finish the first-year apprentice jobs, you know? Like, all the bad jobs that no one wants to do.
Yeah.
But I realised the quicker you do those jobs, the quicker you can do other jobs, you know? So, like, for instance, like, ply bracing, like, to brace the house. The quicker I do it, the quicker I could learn something else.
Yeah.
And then I just work my way up, do things quicker, and then, you know, perfect it, and then I'd move on to the next thing. So I think it was like 7 months or maybe 8 months I was already in the roof as the first year.
Fuck yeah.
And we have like, you know, 3rd, 4th year apprentices that don't even go on the roof, don't know how to do it. So it is good. Like a lot of them are like scared to get up there, which like I can understand. But I mean, I was never scared. Like I always wanted to jump up. Like I'm not too scared of heights. So it was always good.
Yeah, cool. Well, I think it's not just the fact that you're not scared of heights. It's definitely the fact that you want to exceed. And some people just don't have that, bro. Some people just don't have it. And I don't think it's their fault. I think that some people, as you say, like these people who almost become tradesmen and haven't learnt skill sets that you can learn at second year, they might just not have that part of the brain. They might not have them, which is good because it means that when you have it, you can exceed. You know? If everyone had the mindset of exceeding, no one would actually be exceeding. Everyone would be the same. So that's very, very cool. Very, very cool.
And it's good to see, you know, like some tradies now, like I know like triple what they know, double what they know, you know? Like sometimes you see people that you don't even know how they finished their trade qualification because like they know nothing. The work drive that people have is so low sometimes, like these days, especially the new kids. Do you think that's a relation to like outside goals outside of work? I think so.
I definitely.
I could, maybe this isn't like true, but sometimes I think, you know, some of the kids just want to like get home and go play PlayStation or whatever. They don't want to like exceed how I did. I don't know.
Well, bro, honestly, I can see that in you. It's your personality, it's your character, and it's good to see because it means that you will be successful. You know what I mean? I can see it in you, and I hope you know that. I hope you know that you will be successful. All right. So as we went off topic a little bit. In your trade, what has been your goals inside of it? Like as of now, like as of like, so once you like got to the next stage of learning, did you ever want to like you ran the crew pretty early, so that was obviously a goal. Did you ever want to have your own business?
I've always wanted to have my own business. I've wanted to have it for 2 years now. I think like my whole apprenticeship probably wanted my own business, but I think it was about 2 years ago which I thought this is exactly what I want to do. And I ended up getting pretty much every single tool, and now I've got to the stage I've purchased every tool I need to do the job.
Twice.
And
sometimes 3 times.
I mean, okay.
Cool.
But so I just always wanted to have a business, and like I think last year I wanted to start a business, but like COVID kind of messed that up a lot, work, but I think right now is the perfect time. We got so many jobs and a lot of work, and I got the opportunity to do it, so
that's cool. And what when you start to work for yourself, right? Do you subcontract most of the time, or how much time devoted to that and finding your own work? What are you going to try and do?
So for at least like maybe a year, I'm always going to be a subcontractor. I think that's what I just want to be. I want to be a subcontractor. But I'm going to be subcontracting to my boss for maybe a year. And that will give me a really good start. And then if I find my own work, then, you know, that would be good. But I feel like the stage and like that's going to be coming with my boss, like I think that would be good.
That's good that he lets you do that, you know? That's very good. I've had employers that were like, no, I don't run my business that way. The company that I work for now, they're very open to having guys subby. And it has its perks in my trade, but it also has its cons at the same time. And the moment I think I'm enjoying I gotta be honest, I always wanted to be a subby.
Yep.
But at the moment, I'm probably going to enjoy being employed.
Yeah, okay.
Just because there's too much fuck.
Yeah.
I can't even think about fucking looking for my own
Yeah.
work right now. I can't even devote any time towards that.
Yeah.
Long run, so say you're going to be subcontracting to your boss, finding your own work.
Yep.
How long do you want to be physically working on the tools for?
Maybe 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah, 10 years.
Yeah.
I want to get to a stage where I have about maybe 4 or 5 blokes who just do the job for me.
Yeah.
You know, I'll do all the paperwork, get all the jobs running and organise everything. You know, bring the truck to work, provide all the tools.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd love to have a crew that can do the work for me.
Yeah.
Like the physical work.
Yeah.
And then kind of just sit back and let things happen like that. But,
that's cool. Is that what your boss does now?
yeah.
So that's so you can look at him as like a bit of like a
pretty much
pathway where you want to get to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's not easy, but
Yeah,
I'd love
I
to do
can't imagine.
that. Yeah.
To be honest, you'd probably be working even harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
but I feel like that's something I'd like to do. But
Yeah.
even though like he probably works harder than all of us, even though we're doing more physical labor, like I know, you know, it's you don't go home and relax.
No.
You're planning our jobs.
Yeah.
So.
Planning,
But
chasing, paperwork.
I feel like that's something that I'd really be passionate about. So
Yeah.
I'm
I can see
excited
you
to do
doing that. For
Yeah.
sure. I can see you doing that.
Yep.
And then, is there anything higher than that level? Like, can you? I guess, would you have to start tackling bigger commercial work in order to hire your own invoicer and things like that, or can that happen in domestic as well?
Yeah, like I'd still be doing my own invoices. As soon as I start out, I have to invoice myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, but expanding, I guess really it's like building a house. I'd have to get my builder's license, which I don't currently have, but I'd like to do that.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe one day I'd like to do that. Maybe if things go south and can't get workers, you know, like maybe building a house would be cool. Like, yeah, maybe build a couple houses, but
So it's not a main goal. It's not a main goal.
no, it's not really a main goal. Like it may be in the future, but for the moment, I just want to do what I do now.
Yeah.
Yeah, building houses.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I think being a builder, it would be cool, but at the same time, like, fuck, there's so many other ways to make money, bro.
Yep.
So many other ways. Oh, and speaking of other ways to make money, let me ask you this.
Yep.
I do ask a lot of people this question, so I hope that you've thought about it before.
Yep.
And by the way, because you have listened to every single episode, and let me say thank you very, very much.
No
honestly,
worries, mate. I love it.
honestly, it's like it's the best feeling, and you give me constructive criticism when I need it. Like, it humbles me. It also, the way I see it is, it kind of like when I'm doing a task or any task, and most people probably think this as well, I'm stepping into that world. So say I've got this episode that I'm preparing for, or last week's episode, I step into the world of that episode. You know, I prepare for it, I schedule it, I time it, we do the episode, I edit it, I cut it, and then even when it comes to like the photos or whatever I'm doing, then I post it, everyone can watch it, and then I can exit that world and step into another world. And that might be the next episode. But then you'll call me 2 days later and, bro, how good was this part? I like the way you talked about this. This was educational. And you bring me back into that world, you know? And it's like, I thought I left that. But it's like I get to keep coming back into it. And thank you, bro. Thank you very much for being my biggest supporter of the Doxcast.
Cheers, bro.
All right?
That's good to hear.
Yeah, you're definitely my OG when it comes to it. Yeah. I want to get you on the Swapcast in the future.
Bro, that'd be mad.
Yeah.
As soon as I listened to Damo, I was like, bro, I can't wait to do that.
Yeah.
I really want to do that.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Very cool.
That's a big goal of mine.
Yeah. All right, man. I can't believe you incorporated me into your goals. my man.
Bro.
All right. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, the question I was going to ask you. If you could do any other job as a dream, what would you choose to do?
Probably a sport teacher for primary school.
Oh,
I feel like I always would like to do that.
Yeah.
I do like working with kids, like even just like, you know, playing around with my little cousins and stuff, and seeing little kids, like even on the weekend, like there was like an 8-year-old, and it was just fun to, like play board games and stuff. Like, it was just good.
Who's this 8-year-old? How do you know this 8-year-old?
It was at Cooper's.
Oh yeah.
So it was good. I think it was his cousin. So
yeah, that's
good.
Cool. That's very cool. That was crazy of Cooper to invite everyone over for New Year's while he had little kids around.
Yeah, there was only one, but it was good. His uncle was over, so it was mad.
Oh yeah, his uncle. I met his uncle the other day. I played golf with him.
Yeah, mad. Yeah,
it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
Bro, isn't it weird how everyone's uncle can play golf?
Exactly, I know. Like, even like every dad, every uncle, they just come out. They're like, "Oh, I haven't played in a while," and then just nuke this massive drive. Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah, my uncle and dad are the same. Oh, I tell you what, I do want to talk about golf, but I'm getting ahead of myself. What I was going to ask was, if you have this dream of being a sport teacher, is that a bigger dream than you have of running your own construction company?
Yeah, no.
It's not?
No, nowhere near.
Okay.
I think this is, like, I've really found what I'm passionate about.
Damn, that's mad. That's a lucky thing that most people don't have.
100%, yeah.
And unfortunately, I feel like men are able to find that a lot easier than women.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It might be because traditionally men have been working, this whole time, and women have just stepped into the workforce in the last... Fuck if I know when.
Yeah,
I'm going to just say fucking 60 years. I don't know. I have no idea. But, yeah, it's a bit easier for us. And I was even having a conversation today with someone about how when you go to a job fair, did you ever go to a job fair when you were younger, like in school?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe one.
I remember seeing, like, police force, you've got army, you've got pilot for planes, helicopters, paramedic, all these things that I feel like were male role model, firefighting. I don't remember anything that a girl could do there. Like, fuck, I feel bad for her.
Yeah, 100%.
A lot of girls suffer with that. Men just pick a trade and it becomes their lives.
Yeah, 100%.
It full does.
Yeah.
Like, when I grew up, I didn't have a fascination with the fridge. And I love being a fridgie, bro. Yeah.
That is such a cool trade, Bart.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, I reckon.
I do think our trade's cool. But I think what I think is even cooler, which is what you just made me realise in this episode, was that you grew up watching Bob the Builder.
Yeah.
And you wanted to get inside construction.
Yeah.
That never occurred to me.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't grow up wanting to be anything. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
And you fucking seen it as a kid, and then that's how your life has gone. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah. No,
very, very cool.
Yeah. I guess I consider myself lucky, seeing like a lot of people like working and hating every day. But
yeah.
And, like, some good memories I've had is like going to work with you while you're doing your job, putting on your work shirt and just like watching you do it. I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool. I probably shouldn't be here, but it was so mad, just like watching you do your thing.
Well, let me say, you should not have been there. No way. We go into the service calls and I was on call, and I just tell the customer, hey, how are you? This is the apprentice. I'm just training you for the day. Fuck, I've done that
These
so
are
many
like
times.
some pretty like high companies, and I'm just here like watching you, but
fuck, I used to do that a lot, bro. I used to just give shirts to anyone. It was pretty cool. I remember other times I took you to these other places and like, so what are you doing? And to be honest, I wasn't doing much. I would just be I'd be working on fences. I could be fucking soundproofing. I could be doing anything.
Yeah, that was cool. I thought you were a fridgie, but you full did this like soundproof system over this unit. I just thought that was mad.
Yeah, we do quite a lot of weird shit.
Yeah,
we do weird shit. But the position I'm in now, it's not like that. It's very specialized.
Yeah,
I used to just go from the beginning. I've even built the cool rooms to pipe them up, wide them up, done the plumbing, everything. Right, but now it's like I'll have a task that used to take me 5-6 hours.
Yeah.
And now I have half an hour of work, and then you also have the electrician doing an hour's work, the plumber doing an hour's work, and I'm like, what a waste of money, man. I already know how to do all this shit, but they just don't allow it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really weird.
Yeah.
Very weird. In your trade, do you have specialised things that you do that sometimes you'll get other people to do? Like, say, for example, you did concreting at your boss's house. That was obviously to save money from getting concreters.
Yeah.
But on site, do you use, like, sometimes subby out other work?
Not really, to be honest. Like, we kind of have our set work, and we pretty much do all that. Like, say ours is pretty much, like, frame, the flooring system, and then the roof. Yeah. So, and then we also install windows. Yeah. So, that's one thing. Usually you get, like, a glazer to come do that, would you? Like... Sometimes the glass is in, but we pretty much put all the frames in.
Yeah.
Recently, we've been doing the like both the frames with glass in it, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's been pretty cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
And how finite can your trade get? Do you ever do like anything around, like, you know how you have cabinet makers and things like that? Is that anything to do with your trade?
So that's pretty much like a complete. It's still carpentry, but like it's more shop fitting.
Yeah.
So like when you go to TAFE, like there's the shop fitting and then the carpentry course.
Oh, so they're two different courses.
Yeah, two completely different courses.
Wow.
Like a lot of people like tell me like, oh, can you do this? Like, do like a kitchen for me. I'm like, no, no way. Like,
you don't reckon you could?
Probably not. Just because like I think you need like such like massive equipment.
Yeah.
Like really you need like a factory and stuff, and like just it's equipment that I don't have, and I'm really not interested in investing.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that makes sense, because you need to cut everything to size, and then be like 6x5 meter boards sometimes. They're massive things.
So you need like massive machines, like, you know, thicknesses.
Not 6x5 meter boards. Let me just, because that sounded stupid. 6x4 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, but even so, like massive boards and stuff, and you just. Yeah, it's not something that I'm interested in, to be honest. But yeah.
Yeah, I hear. That I thought it might have went hand in hand, but it makes sense that they're not. They're completely different things.
Yeah.
But you know what? With the skill sets that you have, I reckon you could do it.
I probably could, but I think it's just the machinery is maybe what's holding me back from it. But
yeah, I reckon when you build your own house, you'll actually be doing. There's no point getting someone else to come build your kitchen. I reckon you'll do it.
I still think I'd probably get those like kitchen flat packs, like at least they're like, because if they're all already like pre-made, you know, I think I could probably like fix them.
100%.
Yeah,
that's not even a question.
Yeah,
you could do that.
Yeah,
but you're right. It's more efficient to just order them to size.
Yeah, exactly.
Like yeah, I hear. To be honest, I can't wait to build a house one day. It'll be a long time away. Yeah. There's a lot of other things I want to do in regards to like getting into the market and things like that. So I see it as like maybe a 10-year goal, maybe 15 even, but I'll be doing everything. I'll be doing everything. Exactly. And just from the boys, like we've got boys that do concreting, the carpentry like yourself, we've got the electricians, the plumbers, the fridgies, we've got the roofers, bro, the whole house is going to be built.
We've got everything, yeah.
And I want to be there for the whole thing. Yeah. Do you think about that? Do you want to build a home?
Yeah, I'd love to do that one day. I kind of got my mind set on an apartment to start out with.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, it's something that I've always wanted for quite a couple of years now.
Yeah.
There's just something about having something like small and homey, I guess, and I kind of just want that lifestyle for a little bit. Yeah. Which like a lot of people disagree about, but I think it's something I want to do. Yeah. I don't want to spend $1 million at the moment for the like something tiny like at Box Hill, like cramped. Yeah. You know, like I want to buy a house when like I have at least a decent backyard. You know, something like yours. You know.
Yeah. Well, apparently, Hugo was telling me this recently, but he thinks that the house market's going to go down for 5 more years.
Okay. Yeah.
5 more years. So we're kind of in good positions, I think.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
You know, we've all made steps towards getting into the market now, and we're about to start purchasing. A lot of the boys are in the next 12 months. And it's the best time, bro, straight up. I don't regret waiting. Yeah. Not at all.
So I was going to buy something in the next coming year, but I want to start a business instead. Yeah. And I know that's the two options I have, which is start a business or buy a house. But starting a business is something that I've really wanted to do for a long time. And so I've heard that it's only like 2 years start a business, then buy a house.
Yeah, they're pretty good like that. Yeah. You just have to prove that you have the deposit and then prove your own invoicing for 2 to 3 years, depending on how much the invoices are.
Yeah, and to be honest, like I'm only 22. I'm happy to wait that long. You know, like I can rent in the meantime, but yeah.
Yeah. Fuck, it's good to see you're only 22 and you got a better mindset than I did when I was 22. That's for damn sure. Yeah. Yeah, that's what's good about being my age compared to a lot of the boys your age. Yeah. Because most of my mates are around 21, 22. Yeah. And I'm 24. Yeah. And it's like, I can see everyone else and be so happy for where they are. Because I wasn't like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? It makes me feel like, good work. Yeah. Good work, boys. So it took me years to wake up to myself. Fucking years. Yeah. Yeah. I wanted to ask you, like, what age would you like to retire? And that means no more work.
Yeah. maybe 60, 65.
60.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I can't see myself doing what I do now at 60.
Yeah, no shit.
No
bro.
way.
I thought you were gonna say like 35, 40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like if I can get in a stage that it's like kind of just paperwork and planning, I feel like, you know, that would be alright, like going into 50s or, you know, late 40s. I feel like I could do that and I feel like I would like that, but if I can retire before that,
Yeah.
then I probably would.
Yeah, I guess you already answered my question when and I said how long would you like to be on the tools?
Yeah.
Because what's retiring? Hey, what's
Yeah.
retiring? If you're just doing invoicing at home
Yeah.
like 5 hours, 4 hours a day, you
Yeah.
can pretty much say you're retired.
Yeah, I
Pretty
guess
much
so,
say
yeah.
that. Yeah.
But yeah, so hopefully that happens one day, but, you know, that's a long way away.
Yeah. We've got plenty of time
Yeah,
before
plenty
then.
of
Bro.
time,
There's going to be a
but-
lot of mistakes, a
Yeah.
lot of goods and a lot of bads
Yeah.
before then.
But I mean,
Yeah.
I do love being on the tools, so that's something I'm passionate about. So,
Yeah. I feel that. I feel
Yeah.
that. Like right now, I've got a month period of not working.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm loving it. I'm loving it
Yeah.
so much, you know. But I'm also keen to get back on the tools. I'm
Exactly,
keen
100%,
to, you know.
yeah.
I feel it.
Yeah.
How long of a break did you get?
I got 3.5 weeks.
3.5. So
Yeah.
how long left?
Yeah. 2 weeks, I
Oh,
think.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. Me too. I've
Yeah.
got maybe 15 days or so
Yeah, okay.
before I go back.
Yeah.
But how good is it? Bro?
Yeah.
How good
It
is it?
is so good. But about, I mean, I still have my own tools, you know, just around the house, building little
Yeah.
things. So
Yeah, cool.
it's been good.
How good is it applying your skills outside of
Yeah,
making
exactly.
money
Yeah.
and for hobbies? You
Yeah.
know, like building shit for around the house
Yeah.
and even for mates, things like that. Fuck, it's a good feeling.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Oh, I
Yeah.
say you did retire
Yeah.
or at least got off the tools at say like 40 and now you're a bit more comfortable doing paperwork and shit.
Yeah.
What are you going to do to fill in your extra time?
Mate, play a lot of golf.
Yeah.
Golf and
Yeah.
snowboarding.
Snowboarding,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a mad one. That's a
Yeah.
mad one. I actually worked with a bloke who's the same bloke that I keep referring to who
Okay.
motivated me to become a good
Mm.
fridgie.
Yeah.
He actually has had cancer for,
Okay.
he would have had it for, by now, 20 years, 15, 20, maybe 25 years.
Yeah.
And it's a sad story. What happened was he worked so much. He
Mm.
actually just worked and worked and worked. Nights, days, like saved up lots of money
Yeah.
to try and get it done early, like
Yeah.
retiring.
Mm.
And he put himself in chronic fatigue. And what it means is your whole body just shuts down.
Mm.
It just collapsed. He just collapsed. Everything went off.
Mm.
I think maybe your respiratory system might stay on, but
Okay.
everything else is gone.
Yeah. Okay.
And his immune system shut off.
Yeah.
And in that short period where he was unconscious, he got cancer,
Okay. Wow.
which is super unlucky.
Yeah.
And it definitely helped me decide not to work my ass off
Yeah.
until I can't handle it.
Mm.
But because he's lived with this, he was the most healthy person I've ever met.
Yeah.
He's ripped, he's big and strong, and
Yeah.
he doesn't do any form of exercise.
Mm.
He just stretches because
Yeah.
his diet is so good
Okay.
that he's just super like in shape.
Yeah. Okay.
And he'll work now for 6 months a
Yeah.
year, and the other 6 months he'll snowboard.
Yeah. That's
And he's
mad.
lived that
That's
for
a dream.
20 years
That's a
because
dream.
he doesn't know when it's his last day.
Yeah. Okay.
And at any point, the cancer could win.
Mm.
So he's just living life as
Yeah, okay.
comfortably as he can.
Yeah.
And yeah, snowboarding, bro.
Yeah.
How good
It's
snowboarding.
amazing. It's
Yeah.
one of the best things I've ever done.
Yeah, you did it
Yeah.
recently, didn't you?
Yeah, recently, yeah, I loved it. I've only been once before that, but it was one of the greatest things I've ever done. So
Yeah. What was the weather like when you went?
it was amazing.
Yeah?
It was sunny. It was beautiful. It wasn't like too cold,
Mhm.
but I made a mistake.
Okay, tell me what you do.
So I didn't have goggles. I thought you could like rent them, but
No.
because of all the
I know where you're gonna
yeah.
go. Go on, tell me.
So
the
I was
story.
like, I had my sunnies, and like after like 10 minutes, I was like, I'm not wearing these. This is fine. Like I
Yeah.
can see perfectly.
Yeah.
End of the day, I was like, yeah, my eyes hurt. On the way home, I'm like, oh, check my eyes, full bloodshot, can't even see. Like the most painful thing I've ever had.
Yeah, dude.
Oh.
Sunnies are actually good for you.
Yeah.
You're supposed to wear sunglasses.
Yeah, I
you
know.
You're supposed to. In an overcast day, I think the studies are that you should try and not wear them.
Yeah,
Even though when you wear sunnies, you naturally want to.
yeah,
But the sun isn't built for the human
Yeah, I
eye.
know.
You know? People like the Liver King is out there preaching it. I
Yeah.
disagree. Don't look at the sun. Fuck
yeah.
that.
Nah.
Apparently, though, like I am going off topic, but they do think that you can absorb a lot of the essentials you can through your ice
Okay. Yeah.
from the sun.
Hmm.
But that must be in such short bursts.
Yeah, okay.
You know? I
Yeah,
think
it
with the
would
way
be.
we are today,
Yeah.
fuck. The sun's actually very damaging for your
Yeah,
eyes.
100%. I learned that because I had to drive like 5 hours the next day, and
Oh,
I was just squinting the whole trip. It was
Yeah.
horrible.
yeah. Did you go Parashop?
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
Yeah,
Pretty sure
yeah.
it was good.
Fuck yeah, that's where I went snowboarding.
Yeah, it was
It was
amazing.
such a good week, eh?
Yeah.
But you know what? I found it funner on the overcast and muggy days
Yeah,
because
okay.
there was actually snow falling.
Yeah,
and
okay.
instead of the hard ground like in the sun where it's
Yeah,
ice, it
yeah.
was snow.
Yep.
And you could just fucking do it, bro. You
Yeah.
could just try flips. You could jump out of the ski lifts. You could
Yeah.
do whatever, you know.
Yeah,
And
okay.
that was a fun part.
Yeah, okay.
So I reckon keep going snowboarding
Yeah,
until you
well,
find those days.
yep.
That's when it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you find it challenging?
A little bit, but I
Yeah.
mean, I picked it up straight away, like,
Mhm.
because I used to skateboard all the time. I know how to surf. So,
do ya?
Yeah, I know how to surf. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Really? Okay.
How,
Yeah.
Fuck. Well, how often do you go surfing? The fuck?
Last year I didn't go a single time. Before that I was going probably maybe 10 times. Like I don't go
What?
often, but yeah.
I have never once heard you talk about surfing, but I can
Yeah.
imagine you surfing,
Yep.
bro. That suits you. Yeah.
Yeah, as a kid I'd go to the beach every weekend. Like
Yeah.
even if it was raining, my dad would just be like, "Well, you're gonna get wet anyway," so we'd jump
Yeah.
in, get my surfboard. So yeah.
Damn. Do you reckon you could surf behind a wake on a boat?
I don't know. I've done like skiing once, and like I got up first go,
Mhm.
but yeah, I wasn't very good at it.
Yeah. Well, it's a whole different sport.
Yeah.
Like, wakeboarding you could do for sure.
Yeah, probably, yeah. But on a surfboard, I've seen the videos. They look pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't think I could do that, to be honest.
I reckon
That-
you could.
It
Nah,
looks
fuck
pretty
it.
hard,
You're being
but,
humble, bro. You're being humble. You're being humble.
but yeah.
I tell you what, come wakeboarding because me and Fossey
Yeah.
are gonna go in maybe I want to call it 10 days.
Yeah, I'd love to do that, yeah.
Have you ever been to the wake park? Oh, you said you haven't been wakeboarding.
No, I haven't been there, no.
Okay.
I've only been to the Hawkesbury. Like, my mum, she just, like, rents a boat, and they just take us out. Because, yeah, she doesn't want to own a boat, but she loves water skiing. So,
Yeah.
like, we just go there and,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, the boat is a flex, bro.
Yeah,
That's a,
100%.
Like, fuck, that's an investment that just goes downhill.
Yeah, 100%. But, like, my mum, she just doesn't want the maintenance because there's a
Nah.
lot to it. So
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
understand that. I've
That's
had
what she
mates that
doesn't
have
want.
fucking $130,000 wake boats.
Yeah,
They're fucking
exactly.
amazing, but like, fuck that.
Yeah.
You know? There's not a part of me that wants to own that.
exactly. Yeah.
I think someone said this to me recently. What's the point of having? Oh, it was Josh Saunders.
Yeah.
I actually referenced that podcast a lot. I
Yeah,
really
okay.
enjoyed that podcast.
That was an
But
amazing
he's-
podcast.
Yeah,
That
thank
was
you,
really
thank
good.
you. He said to me like, "What's the point of owning a boat? You'd rather be best mates with the guy who owns the boat."
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And
Yep.
that's so true.
100%. Oh, I do
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great one. That podcast did really well.
Yeah, I think I reached out to him again maybe 2 weeks ago just
Okay.
to say thanks because,
Yep.
bro, even in my day-to-day life, that guy's motivated me with mindsets and quotes.
Yeah, he was really motivating and yeah,
Well spoken.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really good to see how well that podcast did. So
Yeah, thank you.
I love looking at the numbers, just like seeing how well you're doing.
Yeah, thank
so
you.
proud of you.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. It's crazy that this is going to be episode 19.
I know. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Can't believe it's already 19.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fuck, it's ridiculous, bro. It's actually ridiculous.
I remember, I
No,
remember like
yeah.
podcast number 1 like came out. I just kept watching it. Like podcast 2 would come out, and I just kept like watching like both of them. I was like,
Yeah.
I can't wait for the next one. And
Yeah.
now there's like so many. Like I go back, watch them, and
Yeah,
It's
fuck
good.
yeah. You're probably the only person that goes back and watches a podcast.
oh yeah, 100%. Like
Yeah.
I reckon like I probably listened to the Cooper and Jackson one probably over 4 times.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. And they were early on
They were
ones
the early
too.
ones, so yeah, I'd say I've watched them probably the most, but yeah.
Yeah, fuck. Maybe
Oh, yeah.
maybe you account for a lot of the extra views, eh?
No.
Yeah, maybe that's why they got so many
No.
more views. Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, amazing. Fuck yeah. Yeah. Yeah, what were we talking about? We're talking about wakeboarding, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so me and Fossey are going to go to Wake Park
Yeah,
at
yeah.
Penrith.
Yeah.
It's mad. I've been with him
Okay.
before. He's really good at wakeboarding.
Yeah,
He's,
okay.
he's good. He's got his own custom board.
Yeah,
it's fucking
man.
mad.
Yeah.
And you just hold on to this thing and it takes you around in a
Yeah, okay.
circle. And there's ramps and
Yeah.
grind rails and shit.
Man.
And honestly, we're not going to be doing it.
Yeah.
We're not going to be able to do it. Fossey's probably just good enough to give it a go.
Yeah.
But it's still a really fun day.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. And once
Yeah.
you can skate, as you said, you can snowboard, you can wakeboard,
Yeah.
all these other things come pretty easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So you-
yeah.
No, sorry, you go.
No, you go.
Sorry,
You're good.
Alright, you're so polite. Alright, so usually I'm just fucking just talking over
Yeah, no,
people.
all good, bro.
I can't help it. And then I forget what I was going to say. I'm a dickhead. I'm a straight up dickhead. All right, I'll catch it anyway. I'll just start talking. So that's all right. So when you were saying when you retire, you'd like to play golf.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you can see yourself doing that keep yourself busy that you just don't have time to do right now?
Probably. I really like, honestly, just snowboarding, surfing, and golf. Like they're just things that I've always wanted to spend more time on.
Very sport things.
Yeah. I want to keep active, especially like in the future when I get old. Like I just always want to stay active.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I know you want to get to it. Let's talk about golf.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Honestly, I tell you what, I might tell you this off camera because nah, fuck it. I'll say it on camera. Right now, I'm gonna flex a little bit. Right. It was the best shot I've ever had by far playing golf. Yeah. And I will never do another shot like this ever again. Like it was a fluke, but it felt so good. Yeah. So there was a group of 6 in front of me. Yeah. And fuck, they were just shitting me in the guy I was playing golf with. Like it was just like. No, it was taking too long. There was no golf etiquette. Yeah. So I ended up just like, I think as the 5th person out of 6 teed off, I'm like, I'm jumping in. So I teed off with them. And then as they're down the line playing, I'm going through them, zigzagging. Yeah. And then one guy was at the end on the green and I just waited for him. My cart said I was 160 meters out. Yeah. And I waited for him to putt it in and then leave the green. I just lined up this fucking 7-iron, belted it 140 odd meters. Yeah. And then I had to yell out, "Fuck!" So the guy had to move out of the way. I was so obnoxious. The guy had to see it and then move out of the way. Yeah. And everyone from all the other... It was like an intersection of holes, so everyone watched me nearly hit this guy. Okay. But it landed on the edge of the green and then rolled 25, 30 metres into the hole. Yeah. Got it in.
What? No way.
Dude, it was...
Fuck,
and you know
crazy.
What? I got to have a victory march too. Everyone, people were clapping. Sick. It was great.
So cool.
I'll never get it. I'll never ever do anything like that again.
Yeah, that's mad. That's so cool.
And you know, I haven't even gotten birdies yet or anything. The only thing that would be a hole in one, straight up. Yeah. All right, let's get into it. How old were you when you first started playing golf?
I think I was about 10 when I started playing. I was playing with my dad. Yeah. You know, obviously I was horrible. You know, you'd hit it 10 meters, go hit another 10 meters. You'd use the driver like 7 times going up the fairway. Because like being that young, like you just can't hit it. Yeah. And like, you know, I've seen like, obviously you see kids that can like smack it. Yeah. But like I wasn't very good, you know, but it was just good like having like me and my dad time, you know, just playing golf. So yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right, I'll go forward a bit. Do you ever play golf with the old man now?
No, not really. It's like he's always had back problems. Okay. Like pretty much like for 20 or so years. Yeah. So it is very hard on him. So yeah.
So he's not playing golf really anyway?
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
no.
Okay.
But that was a time that like I'll cherish like as a kid with him.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Speaking of injuries and golf, you know what? Let me just quickly shut this window because these dogs are going to go fucking... Yeah, sorry. So speaking of injuries and golf, I seen a guy yesterday playing golf with his arm broken.
Oh,
he was playing one arm. It must have been his left arm.
That's cool.
Yeah, and he's doing all right.
Yeah.
He was doing all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you were a kid and you got to play golf, which when I see kids playing golf, I think, you fucking lucky kid. You lucky cunt. Because you're the one that got me into golf and it was so recently. It was so recently.
Yeah.
All right. So you played a bit as a kid. Did you ever have any private lessons?
Never. I've never had a private lesson. It was kind of just like my dad teaching me as a kid and then just picking it up, you know. It might have been like a 5-year gap that I didn't play and then just like started playing again with the boys and and then it was kind of a break again for another couple of years. I think it was before COVID I started playing just by myself and I just found that really relaxing, just like playing, listening to music and yeah,
that's sick. That's so sick. Yeah, that's so sick. When I watch you play golf, when I'm with you, I try and copy how you move. Yeah. And I think to myself, man, he must have had fucking lessons. Because you just have the perfect stance for it, bro.
Yeah.
So do you reckon you got that from your old man? Or just, where'd you get your skill set from when it comes to positioning and all that kind of shit?
I think some of it was actually from YouTube. Because, like, especially, like, that period that, like, I was just at home for a month, it was just, like going to the park and I was just practicing like for hours and hours.
Yeah.
Just like watching YouTube, looking at different stances and just like trying to hit it and see what works better for myself. And yeah, I think I've found like a pretty good like stance, I guess. And I feel like I can hit it pretty well.
Yeah, definitely.
Obviously, you get the worst hits part. Like
Yeah.
no one's perfect at golf, but
Yeah,
yeah.
I agree with that. As I say, that great story I just had of that thing, I didn't mention the fact that my drive put me in the bush.
Yeah.
Right? It took me 2 more shots to get on the fairway,
Yeah.
and then that great hit got me on par.
100%.
I didn't even get a birdie, bro. Put me back on par.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, I think I'm learning a lot from YouTube as well. Like, how good are these channels, bro? Like, good and shit.
100%, yeah.
And that brings me to another point that I'll talk about in a minute. But why do you love the game so much?
I think it just... Well, I think I fell in love with it playing by myself.
Okay.
Just for the time I had for myself, I could think. I just like, you know, improving my shots. Just saying like, oh, I hit that so well, you know. You keep hitting him good. But then you hit like 5 bad, but then you hit like 5 good, you know?
Yeah.
I think it's just like improving and just, you know, the time that you have. I find it really relaxing.
Yeah, for sure. I've never had that experience of playing by myself, but you reckon it's good?
I loved it. I haven't done it in quite a while now, but there was a stage when I was playing like 3 times a week just by myself after work. Just 9 holes, it'd take about 2 hours, and yeah.
Fuck yeah, that sounds good. It sounds like it's very... I haven't had this opinion on golf before, where you sound like it's very therapeutic.
Yeah.
You know, time to think.
Yeah.
I've never heard anyone say you have time to think when you play golf, but that makes sense.
Because like I used to walk, like I used to have just a buggy and just walk, and you just... Like, there's a lot of waiting as well, especially for the person in front. So you just think, and it's good.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably should put a little bit more time to think and study and just see what my brain's putting towards effort, you know, while I play golf. I don't know where my mind's at while I'm playing golf. I'm probably just thinking, I hope this is good. I hope this is good.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I think I like golf because it's very, very technical, which is obviously anything technical I find interesting. But when say I'm playing with you, it's a battle between us. You know, I don't want you to win, you don't want I to win.
Exactly.
And I'm gonna just fucking big up myself. I beat you last time we played. Fuck, that was the best feeling ever. It was a fluke. It's only because you did bad. You know what I mean? You hit a couple unlucky shots.
I was leading the whole game till that last hole. I was like, no, I'm done. Not finishing it.
yeah, I got lucky on that for sure. But not only is it competition between us, but I'm constantly beating myself.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm constantly just in challenge against myself, you know? And I got to ask you a question. When it comes to a handicap, say, I know what a handicap is. You average your 10 game scores, and that's what your handicap is. Say you get it down to under 100, and then you start playing poor, and you're now playing at 105. Yeah. Does your handicap go back up, or are you always trying to beat your handicap?
I got no clue.
Okay, alright, sweet.
That's one thing I never want to do. I never want to work out a handicap. I just don't want that. I feel like that takes the fun out.
Oh, bro, it makes it funner. I'm telling you, it makes it funner. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to Google it right now.
Okay,
Alright. Can your handicap in golf go back up?
You know, handicap's not for me. I need to know the answer to this. But
Alright, can your handicap in golf go up? Every time you play around, your golf handicap has the potential to change. It may go up, or it may go down, or it may stay the same. Fuck me, bro. Fuck me. That sucks. That sucks so bad. That does take the fun out of it. Damn, I might have to stop keeping score. Yeah. Damn, fuck. Do you think that it's something that everyone should give a go? Or do you reckon it's not for everyone?
Yeah, I reckon you should always, give it a go. You know, it's something that a lot of people would be like, stuff that's so boring. Yeah. Like, a lot of people think it's boring, but you play and you're like, actually, this is pretty fun, you know, especially when you're with your mates, you know, even have a couple of drinks or whatever, just, you know.
Yeah, the drinks can make people motivated.
Yeah, sometimes. It depends who you are, I guess, but it's just good to be with the boys, you know.
100%. It's just a great day to spend with the boys. Yeah. That's another thing I should have mentioned when I said why I enjoy it. It's quality time, bro. Exactly. It's quality time. Yeah. It's competitive, you know. Competitive time's good time. Yeah.
You know, you talk about your life, you talk about, you know, everything, and you get things off your chest. And you just have so much time to do it because there's a lot of waiting to it, you know? Yeah. There's a lot of walking, for us, there's a lot of driving.
Golf carts every time. Every time. Yeah, I think that a lot of the boys that I'm telling I am playing golf with now, they're like, oh, can I come with you? Can I come with you?
Yeah, 100%.
And it's like, I love that, but I've got to be honest, it's stressing me out because I've already got my golf partners. I've got you, I've got Fisher, I've got Cooper. And then it's like I've got Luke's sessions now that's playing, and then I've got the boys from work, and then, oh my god, I haven't got time for anyone else. I'm freaking out. I'm fucking freaking out. But yeah, like fuck. Honestly, I'll make time to play with whoever wants to play golf.
100%.
Yeah, come with me and Nixie together. Whoever's listening that wants to play, you'll have a fucking good time.
It's good.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I think of it? As you said, like people might think it's boring, but this is my description on golf. It's like it's the most fun. Shit, disgusting, horrible, exciting, exhilarating, piece of shit, hateful game of stick rock that 100%. We just continue to play every single week. You know,
100%.
What a roller coaster it is! What a roller coaster!
Like it's so much fun, but then you get to like the 9th hole, you're like, oh, we're gonna play the other 9. You're like, no, I'm done. We're going home. You know, we've done that twice now. Especially the last time we played, we're like, no, that is enough. I'm going home.
Yeah, I know. And you know what? You just need that. And you know what? The whole time, sometimes when you play golf, you can think to yourself, why the fuck do I continue to do this to myself?
100%.
I was having such a good week until this.
Yeah.
And then you hit one okay shot. Did you see that? Like, no wonder I play golf. You know, hang around, you might learn something.
100%.
Yeah.
But like the problem I have is like playing with the boys especially is like I just get too cocky and I'm like, yeah, I can hit this pretty good, and just stuff it. I'm like, oh. And it's just like that one bad hole, or like all those bad holes just make you so angry.
Yeah.
You know, you can get one good hole and you're like, oh, that was amazing. Can't wait for the next one. You know?
And it's also a mind game with yourself to take onto other aspects of life, because if you're getting frustrated, you're going to play worse. So you have to be able to control your emotions at the same time as being physical. You know, fuck yeah.
Which I think like maybe that's why playing by myself, like I found it a lot more relaxing, and like I played a lot better because like it was just me. I had a lot more time, like I wasn't rushed, and I just like hit at my own pace. But I don't know.
I feel
Play with your mates, you want to show off, you want to show that you can play. But the golf does not work like that.
It never does, bro. As soon as you try and be cocky, you know what? I can relate that so much, because the other day I got my putting green set up downstairs now. We used to be in here, but it got too easy on the carpet and shit, so now it's on the tiles. And it's 10-4. It's a good sized putting green to practice on. And I would be getting quite a few shots in a row. And I'm like, why don't I fucking record this and flex and send it to the boys? So I'd set up the camera and I'd fucking hit the goal. I'd hit the putt, and then I wouldn't even watch it. I'd just look at the camera and I'd just like zoom in and I'd watch it miss. And I'd do it again and again and again and again. I probably did it 15, 20 times. And I'm like, and then I realized, like, why the fuck am I trying to show off to this? This is so lame, you know? I humbled myself so quickly.
100%.
And then I turned the camera off and putted it in first try. First fucking try. That's what I get, bro. That's what I get for trying to show off.
I remember you saying that on the Doxcast.
Yeah.
I mean, not the Doxcast, the Swapcast.
Oh, yeah.
With Damo. It was like, you had 10 shots, you couldn't even get it in. Oh, that was so funny, because like, it's so relatable.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Now, speaking of golf, we touched on this before when we mentioned there's a channel on YouTube we both love called Good Good. I personally haven't watched it in a while. Have you watched it?
I have not watched it in a while. Ever since the last two boys left, I've kind of been off it a little bit. But still a great channel. Yeah,
there's some new guys I've noticed that have come into it. I've started watching a little bit, but I don't have time to watch much channels anymore. But we had an idea of making our own YouTube channel called Bad Bad. Because just capturing all the worst moments in golf. And I'm very excited to start this channel with you, bro. I'm so excited. But I'm waiting on you, alright? But the pressure's on you. I want to see you get a camera. And then we can both film shit at the same time.
Yeah, that would be good. I have been thinking that. I was even looking, like, I was going on, like, some golf channels. And even like this Carpenter, I went on, saw what camera he has, and I was looking up prices and that, and I was like, oh, okay. It's a bit expensive, but like, I'd love to do that eventually.
It's a fun thing, bro, creating videos. Very 100%. Fun. And as of recently, me and some of the other boys like Del and Kel and Damo, we're thinking of almost not like vlogging, how traditional YouTube is, but capturing more moments, you know,
that'd be cool.
In regards to like Delvin and Kelvin's music videos, capturing like what it's like to be in their lives, you know what I mean, and turning it into like a bit of art. And I think, like, do you ever want to have your own content when it comes to online?
Actually. I'd love to do that, especially like I used to always want it as a kid. Like, I used to have a YouTube channel, like, as a kid.
Yeah? What do you used to post? What do you used to post?
Black Ops 2, you know? Just, like, the screenplay. And, like, so much of it was like just trick shots, and like sometimes it would even just be like on multiplayer, I'd like keep a controller like on one desk, like and just it was aimbots, you know, just do this mad trick and post it, and it was, but it's not even about that. It was just like it was fun creating it, you know, editing it, spending heaps of time.
Yeah,
so yeah,
that is what the fun part is, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's like I did mention this in the last episode, but like anything that's prideful or what you'll consider to be fun actually is a lot of work. It's a lot of tediousness. 100%. It's a lot of editing and oh fuck, I'm gonna have to devote this much hours today to this task. But the end product is something so rewarding. You know?
It makes it very like satisfying and enjoyable to edit. So it's good.
I want to see you do it, bro.
I do want to do it. Yeah, I wish I could get my old videos. That would be great. I know they're long gone now, but.
Dude, I had a YouTube channel when I was a kid too. Did I ever tell you about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was parkour.
yeah,
bro.
Jumping off the roof and stuff. Oh, what was that game? You were like, that Xbox game?
Oh, there was an Xbox game I used to play.
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. There's another one called Mirror's Edge.
Yeah.
They were two fucking amazing games, but they were motivating for me. But I had this parkour crew called... we were called gliders.
Okay, yeah.
Gliders. And we had our own tag and shit. It was so cool, bro. It was so lame, but it was so cool while we were in it. And we just film each other just climbing something and jumping off it or doing a backflip or something like that and post it on YouTube. Impossible. I would say I'll put a link down in the description, but I think when you hit like 15, 16, you get real self-conscious and you try and remove yourself from the 100%. Internet. I did that. You'll never find it. You'll never find it.
I never did face cam. Never. Just like the screenplay, you know?
Yeah.
It was fun.
Would you ever do any... So when it comes to content creation, are you thinking of golf? Or what are you thinking of doing?
I'm thinking golf, even carpentry maybe.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I think that would be cool. Like just maybe like even just doing like a time lapse of me putting up a house in the future.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
You know what? As soon as you buy the camera, you'll be surprised of how many times you apply it to your day-to-day life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's a carpenter I watch. I think he's from Melbourne, and like he just records random things, and like I just enjoy watching it.
Yeah.
So maybe I could do that in the future. But yeah.
That's cool. I follow one carpenter in Melbourne. Yeah. His name's Chocs Chat on TikTok.
Yeah.
He doesn't do too much carpentry shit. He's mostly a funny guy.
Yeah. Okay.
But he does comedy. I was thinking, is that the same guy you're talking about?
Mine's like Dave does carpentry.
Okay. Proper carpenter. Yeah. I'm thinking of a TikTok creator that I enjoy his funny skits on. Yeah. That I'm gonna have on the podcast. Whenever I go back to Melbourne, actually, I'm gonna have him on. That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
But the doorways that open up when you start filming are crazy.
Yeah, 100%.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna edit Delvin's music videos and even record them for him. Yeah. Like, what about when we got that group photo in the park the other day for Sahil?
Yeah, you gotta record. Oh, have you edited that yet?
No, I haven't done it yet. I think I'm seeing him mid-January or something, so I've got time. There's no point stressing, but you just find more and more things, you know? That golf video that we edited, that was so good, Oh my god.
So fun.
If anyone wants to see it, just let me know and I'll send you the video. But me and Nixie had a funny ass montage of golf. It was very good. But so carpentry, you'd like to do carpentry. What other things could you do when it comes to filming other than a time lapse?
I'd like to get like a body strap, and like when I go snowboarding, I'd like to like snowboard like and record that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Like going down the mountains, like just seeing how amazing it is. Like I'd love to capture that, even post it, you know.
Yeah, that'd be very cool.
Even surfing maybe. Maybe get a GoPro or something. Yeah.
It's amazing how much you can do with a GoPro now.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking, you know. Maybe a GoPro would be good. But yeah.
I'm going skydiving in 2 weeks. Yeah. 2 weeks today.
Yeah.
And I got it for my brother for his birthday. And one for him, one for me.
Yeah.
And they have packages where you can... I think you order for $100, you get GoPro wrist straps and shit. You can record it.
Yeah.
But then you can also pay for another person's jump.
Yeah.
And then it is a bit extra money, but they'll fully record you as you go down.
Yeah,
man. All this shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's why I love fucking video cameras. You know? Capture those moments and have them forever. Yeah. I've been thinking a lot about other things that I can do channel wise.
Yeah.
And I think I'd have 4 channels, dream channels, you know. The podcast, the Doxcast, the solo cast, that'd be a good one.
Yeah, that'd be a good one,
I'd love to have a golf channel, you know, with the boys. And then me and Ryan Fossey, we talk all day, every day on the phone. You know, just before you got here, we were on an hour phone call.
Yeah.
We'll probably have another one when I'm finished, you know, later on tonight. And while we're driving, we make each other cry. We cry, bro. We laugh so much.
Yeah.
And we'd love to have a channel where we both live stream like Twitch.
Yeah. Okay.
GoPros in the car. And
Yeah,
then
that'd be
anyone
cool.
that just wants to click on it at any point of the day can just
Yeah.
jump in.
Yeah, okay.
And like, fuck, bro, that'd be a dream. That'd be a dream.
Okay.
Would you ever do any live streaming?
Maybe. I don't know. I haven't really thought about that, but I know like Twitch is like massive now. You always see like clips on the YouTube Shorts, like with, like speed and stuff, and like I don't know,
Speed,
I don't know what they're doing, but it's funny, you know.
Yeah. There's some great ones. Did you watch the Nelk one with Kai Sennett?
Nah.
You should watch that.
Okay.
The Full Send podcast.
Kai,
with
I've heard of this guy. Yeah.
he's leaps abound.
Yeah.
Leaps above anyone else doing
Yeah.
Twitch, because like he'll do shit where it's like he did a 24-hour live stream and like the amount of shit, he had a rock concert and then like everyone would leave and he'd have a professional cuddler come in and cuddle him for an hour and just touch him, you know, and his mates are in the room laughing and then the cuddler's just patting his back and shit like that.
Actually, I listened to a podcast with him and no.
Okay.
It was,
So you know the guy I'm talking about? The guy
yeah,
with
he
the
was saying
zebra
like
and
he's
shit.
gonna Twitch like stream for like a whole month.
Yeah, he's gonna do a 30-day stream.
That
no
is crazy.
break. Yeah,
that is crazy.
Yeah, that is fully committed. That's it. That'll drive you insane.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd ever do that.
I don't think I finished that podcast, but it was actually pretty good, that one. Yeah, I liked it.
Imagine what that would do to you. I wonder how many people have ever done something like that. Stay in your room for 30 days and talk to yourself.
That. Yeah, that's, and like even like just people watching you sleep.
Yeah.
Like what the heck?
Yeah. He's gonna have no bat, no girls over, nothing, bro. He's gonna be a beast. And then in 30 days, he's gonna be an animal.
Yeah, but I couldn't do that. No way.
Yeah. There's this one guy on Twitch who he developed this program. It was on the news once, and I'll put a link in the description if anyone that wants to watch it. But he has a thing set up where he's built contraptions around his room, and when people donate a certain amount of money, like $5, his lights will turn on.
Yeah, okay.
So people watch him at the night while he sleeps, and then he has to get back up and turn the light off. Someone donates $5, he has to get back up and turn it off.
Okay.
And there's more and more expensive things. So if someone donates like $500, $1,000, whatever it is, a bucket of water will dump from the ceiling onto his bed.
That's cool.
And then he has to get up, fucking flip the mattress. Maybe he has spare mattresses. I don't know what he does, but sirens, you know, for
good way to make money.
Yeah, bro.
I'd do that.
He doesn't work anymore. He makes like, I think he said like 50 grand a month.
Yeah,
that was back when it was on the news. So imagine how many more people are doing it now. And he's just an Aussie. He's an Australian that's done that. I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, anyone that does click on the link, but I'm pretty sure he's an Australian guy.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
But yeah, bro, the possibilities, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
Content.
Like, I'd love to do the channel with you, like, doing the bad. I'd love to do that. I feel like that'd be amazing.
All right, well, what's holding you back? Why aren't you at the stage now where you want to come bring a video camera next week?
Maybe it's just buying one. Like, I'm trying to just save all my money at the moment to start a business. Like, maybe that, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess in the near future, I'd love to buy one. And
yeah.
I'd like to do that. And then maybe, you know, a personal channel.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. But
that'd be cool. I'd love to watch your personal videos. That'd be amazing. That'd be amazing. It is a lot of time. It is a lot of time. Like every hobby, it does take a lot of time. But the money is one thing that I can understand. You know what I mean? Especially because you have saving goals and things like that.
Yeah.
They do stop. I want to say 99% of people's dreams or goals for finance. Yeah, but it's not as much money as you think.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's just like I'm trying to like save every little bit of money at the moment, especially going into a new business. So but I think I'm ready at the moment.
So speaking of wanting to save for a new business, why do you need to have money to start a business? In your opinion?
Well,
because I'm not sure.
Yeah, like you got to pay like, well, I mean, each house, you know, is you got to buy fixings, nails, bolts, all that, and they're not cheap. There's so many things you got to buy, you know, concrete nails, like even that for one house, it's like $200.
Really?
So everything's expensive.
So is this why you're subcontracting to your boss or no? Is this your own ones?
Yeah, like, well, this is all things I got to pay for when I do this business. So
even when you're subcontracting to your boss, you have to provide the material?
Yeah. Oh, I don't... just fixings.
Fixings?
Yeah, not material. That, like, all the frames come from a factory.
Yeah.
So I don't pay for anything like that. It's just nails and bolts and stuff. But
okay. And is that something that you can send him an invoice for?
Nah.
Fixings?
Oh, yeah, that's included in my invoice, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is that, like, included in your hourly rate, or is that an extra, like, expense?
Yeah, so I don't have an hourly rate. Like, I work out, like, a price for what each house
Oh, so you
is
quote
worth. Yeah, I
time.
quote it. Yeah,
Mhm. Okay, well that's a sketchy industry when you think about it, because do you reckon there could be things that set you back? So say you base your hourly rate,
yeah,
figure of speech, to make it easy for me, $100
yeah,
an hour, and you quote it for 10 hours. So you know it's going to cost you $1,000 in your
Yeah.
time plus $200 in fittings.
yeah.
What if you get to the job and the frames don't turn up for 2 hours? Is that
Yeah.
something you can control or not?
Not really. Like we're always on the phone to the framing company, and we got a really good one.
Mhm.
We got a really good relationship with the framing company, so it is pretty good. We know the time. Frames come out all the time, so and there's always another job to go to.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah,
Very cool. So do you reckon you could incorporate, and I'm just freestyling, in your quotes?
yeah,
So say it's going to be you,
Yeah.
and you haven't got an apprentice yet or whatever. You know that you're going to have your boss's employees as well helping you.
mm,
And you say, this job usually takes us 2 days to complete, so
Yeah.
I'll quote you on my time for 2 days.
yeah,
But then 3 people don't show up for work for 2 days, and there's only 2 of yous now, so
Yeah.
it's going to take 3 or 4 days.
yeah.
Can you write in your quote, this is my quote based on the fact that you're going to have other labour?
Not really that, I guess. Like if they don't show up, they don't get paid, really.
Yeah, but I mean, but then you have to spend more time covering their work,
Yeah.
so it's going to cost you longer.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a hard question.
Do you have anyone that you know that does it that you could ask? Things like that?
I mean, I can ask my boss, really. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's really good like that.
Okay. So
All my
he's
questions.
there to help.
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
So he's
Yeah.
fair.
he's very fair.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Because a lot of people would take advantage of that, They might
Yeah.
pull people off jobs
Yeah.
to save themselves the money, because it's like, Josh has already quoted me this much.
Yeah.
However long it takes, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So it's good that you can trust him
Yeah.
to look after you, even
Yeah.
though you're not going to be employed by him anymore.
Yeah. Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so for the next, say how long, 2-3 years while you're working for yourself, you're going to be saving, I'm guessing, for a property, as you mentioned.
Yep.
Is that the only type of investment you ever see yourself doing, or would you ever invest in anything else?
Yeah. I want to invest in a couple properties. That's probably the first thing I want to do. But yeah, I haven't really thought about it. I think it's just properties. Do you mean like stocks and
Stocks
stuff?
and things like that.
Not really interested, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, not really.
Because the problem is with stocks, it's gambling.
Exactly.
It's gambling that you can't control,
Yeah.
as opposed to gambling on yourself,
Yeah.
that thing you can control.
Yeah.
But yeah, someone recently told me about this one stock actually called graphite.
Okay.
So everyone listening, if you want to fucking take the advice, I don't know if I'm going to take it,
Yeah.
but he reckons that is a massive, massive booming industry in Australia,
Yeah.
because every lithium battery
Yeah.
is 45% graphite.
Okay.
And they don't talk about that.
Yeah.
So lithium went up in stock, but graphite never did, because it's not mainstreamed.
Okay.
And we have big mining companies in Australia that mine graphite right now. And we plan on having every vehicle go to electric cars,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
the amount of tools that are just being upgraded to new series
Yeah.
and things like that. So lithium batteries are just going out the window now.
Yeah.
Graphite's actually one of the biggest products inside all these things.
Okay.
So maybe I will invest in graphite. We'll
Okay.
see how my spendings go.
Yeah.
But if you got information or something like that, is it still anything that you're interested in or not?
Now you say, I'm like, oh, maybe. But
Yeah, it's tempting.
yeah, it's tempting. But I think for the moment, I don't know what's going to happen in the future. But for the moment, I've just got my mind on properties. Really, yeah. It's to get my own to start off with, and then just keep buying from that.
Yeah.
Because the goal is to buy an apartment, and then once I'm at a stage to buy a house, then I'll use that apartment as an investment, and then just keep growing like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, it's cool. You have a very good desire to succeed, and you know your pathway in order to do it. You know, and all these other things like graphite and all these other temptations you might have. You're like, if I have extra money, and that's what it should be. You know,
Yeah,
stock should be extra money.
Yeah, I don't know too much about it. I don't really look into it, but yeah.
So I'm guessing you never did the cryptocurrency.
Never.
Never. Yeah.
No.
Well, I'm holding down on my XRP investment.
Yeah.
And I've been not cautious, but lately I've been thinking was it a big waste of money?
Yeah.
Even though it's still worth what it was.
Yeah.
But Delvin, he's back in convincing me that by I think the year 2023. So I think he said by 2025 we're going to have all the world banks or some bullshit that everyone's talking about start using it.
Okay.
And he reckons it could be worth $35,000 a token.
Well, okay.
And we have thousands of tokens. He's got probably 20,000.
Okay.
So what's that? Let me do the maths.
Yeah.
If he's right, which God bless, I hope he really is, because not only am I going to fucking make money off it, but he will too.
Do you know what the market's at the moment?
For what it's worth,
Mm.
I think right now it's worth.
Like each token, like how much is that worth?
It's probably worth about 80 cents to $1,
Yeah,
maybe.
okay.
Yeah, which is around the same price which I
Okay.
bought it for anyway.
Yeah.
Here, I'll pull up my calculator on my phone. If
Alright.
Dell's right, all right, so shout out to Dell, but if he is right and it's going to be worth $35,000 a token, that means 35,000 times 20,000, $700 million. You know what I mean? Like, get fucked. That's just the biggest dream anyone could ever dream for. But it's happened. That's the thing, it's happened.
Okay.
And by the way, I'm sounding like a bit of a spokesperson for XRP, because the way it works is, right, say Dell bought XRP,
Yeah.
he tells me about it, so I
Yeah.
start buying it, and then I tell more people, they start buying it.
Yeah.
Delvin's original investment goes up in value, just
Yeah,
like every
exactly.
stock. So I apologize to anyone listening if I sound like I'm pushing it,
Yeah.
but everyone buy XRP, that way I can retire by the age of 25. Yeah.
I'll talk to you after the podcast. And
Yeah. After the podcast, we'll talk about it in a
No
bit more
worries.
detail, because it's exciting, but
Yeah.
never invest any money you're not willing to lose. It's
Yeah.
just like pokies. It's just
Yeah,
like horses or
100%.
football, whatever it is.
Mm.
I had spare money that I was happy to invest in,
Yeah.
you know, and never going to touch it ever again
Yeah.
until
Yeah.
$700 million payout.
Yeah, I would never let it get like that high.
Mhm.
I feel like if it got to like $1 million, I'd take it out.
Well, that's what we talk about too.
Yeah.
Like, how much do you take out at?
Yeah.
And there's techniques that we'd have to learn.
Mm.
Bro, you have to pay 40% tax
Yeah.
when you take out crypto
Okay,
now.
wow.
So if you make $1 million, you get fucking 600,000,
Yeah.
which is a joke. But you can go overseas, some tactics, and cash out in Dubai or other places like that. But there's other ways where, say, not just with crypto, with any stock, and I'm no professional, so anyone who does know what they're talking about, forgive me,
Yeah.
that you can set up a way where a certain amount keeps being withdrawn every week into your account while the money keeps growing, and you can set up like a percent ratio wise, so your expenses are all paid for and you're
Yeah.
spending money, but the stock, based on what it's averaging growth, will continue to make more and more and more
Okay.
and more,
Yeah, okay.
which would be interesting to get involved in. But
Yeah.
stocks is one of those dreams, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You just
okay.
hope that one day it's going to pay out.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I never really think about it, but maybe in the future, yeah,
For sure.
be interesting.
So what are you spending your time doing at the moment outside of work? You know, now that
Yeah.
you're on holidays, how are you spending your time?
Been playing golf.
Yeah.
Been doing some cashies.
Cashies.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, because you do your own cashy
Yeah,
business.
mate.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I don't tell too many people. Like, I tell the boys and stuff, but I usually...
Exposing yourself now.
Yeah, exposing myself, because hopefully it's going to come to an end very soon.
Mhm.
Plus, I already have a lot of customers anyway, so...
Mhm.
Well, I'm actually I do gutter cleaning on the side, so yeah, it's a really easy job,
Mhm.
and it pays pretty well.
Yeah.
So if you're interested,
Yeah,
get on it.
you'll come, yeah. And what an investment, not an investment, what a great way to make money on your part, because
100%.
people pay a bit of coin to get their gutters cleaned, bro.
And I did not know it.
Yeah.
I used to do it for my mum, like when I was like 10 years old, make like $25.
Yeah.
And now I do it for a lot more than that. So like
times
you know,
10 or whatever.
Times
yeah,
10.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever it ends up being.
So yeah, like
Yeah.
it is really good, and like it's easy, you know. I just put my AirPods in and listen to the Doxcast, and I go. Like
Yeah.
it's so easy. You just scoop it into a bag, and you know you don't have to think.
Mhm.
Like it is a bit dangerous being up there, but because I'm so confident on a roof, like it's pretty easy for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then an hour goes past, you go collect your money and leave.
Yeah, so an hour compared to how much money you make is definitely worth doing.
Yeah.
And then the driving and stuff like that.
Yeah, driving, like I don't really think about the driving, to be honest. Like
I enjoy
yeah,
driving.
I enjoy driving as well, you know.
Yeah, it's something to catch up on content. Yeah, when I'm
listen to a
driving.
podcast. Like a lot of people say, like, "Oh, nah, but you got to drive 40 minutes and 40 minutes home." I'm like, doesn't really bother me, to be honest, because I'm not working.
Mm.
Like it's kind of just the working part. You know, you just try and get it done as quick as possible.
Yeah, yeah. And I
Yeah.
bet a lot of people are like, they spend their time when they are home watching something or listening to something.
Yep.
May as well get that done on the way to achieving more goals and
Exactly.
getting more money and
Yeah.
doing more tasks, you know.
Yeah.
And it's actual time that you will actually invest into listening, because you can't pick up your phone and go on TikTok while
Yeah.
you're doing it.
Hmm.
You're really involved in whatever you're listening to.
Yep.
So I love driving as well.
Yeah.
Full 100%. I love
Yeah.
it. All right, so that's what you're doing. So what about after all your jobs, all your
Yeah.
tasks, things like that, how do you like to spend your free time?
Like watching How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah,
Favourite
good.
show
Good
ever.
answer. Good answer. The greatest show of all time.
Greatest show of all time.
Yeah. All right, beautiful.
I actually got a really good story. I
Okay.
was listening to the radio one day, like going to work, and it was Mother's Day,
Mhm.
and like they were just like, call up if you know these answers and stuff.
Yeah.
And so like I was trying to called up, and the answer was like, all right, you got to know, like, you got to say what TV show this is. And then they played the theme song to How I Met Your Mother, and I was like,
Easiest.
this is so perfect. Like, this is just meant to be, you know?
God, yeah.
I was like, How I Met Your Mother, and I had
Yeah.
like a mad like conversation about that, and it was good.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's cool. I
Yeah.
wish I got to hear that.
Oh yeah,
Like-
I should find it one day.
Yeah, fuck yeah, that's
Yeah.
mad. I actually called up the radio a few times with my past as well.
Yeah.
I remember one time they had a segment on 96.1.
Yeah, okay.
What are they called? Mikey and Emma.
Yeah.
And I think they had a section called like just call up and tell us anything.
Hmm.
And like to be honest, I was probably so high. Like I was at a stage of my life where to be honest, I was in a down bad period.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
called up and just kind of vented everything that was on my chest.
Okay.
And as I said it, I started to feel better. And then I started to become more positive as I'm saying it. And by the end of it, like I felt relieved.
Yeah. Okay.
And then Mikey, and it was like, bro, that was like, honestly, you started off with that so shit, but you have
Yeah.
a great mindset, you know what I mean? And I'm like, thank you, I feel better, you know? It was, for me, I just vented,
yeah.
and then I hung up, and 2 people called me.
Oh, really?
Because they heard me
Wow.
saying it on the
That's
radio.
cool.
You know what I mean? It was- Patrick was one of them. He's like,
Yep.
and then he called me Positive Jake for like 2 years. yeah.
Yeah.
I love the radio.
Yeah, bro. I thought it was amazing, eh? 'Cause,
Yeah.
like the first day, I actually called up 2 days in a row because that was the second day. The first day, I thought, oh, I just want to call up, see if I can get on. Got on. I was like, this is easy.
Yeah.
So I tried the second day, got on. I was like, this is mad. Even though, well, what was it? WSFM.
Yeah.
I didn't realize no one calls up, so
Yeah.
it's pretty easy to go on.
Yeah.
Ratings
Yeah.
aren't that high, but
Yeah. It's hard when you have like those challenges, like those call up and name the sound and
Yeah.
shit. I've never got through.
oh
Never.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But that's what's fun about the radio. I don't know. I don't listen to it anymore. I don't know if they still
I
do
don't
shit
listen
like
to it,
that.
yeah.
But they had things like where you had to find addresses and shit and show up and win $1 million and
Yeah,
things
yeah.
like that.
Okay.
I'd like things like that are fun. That's why I used to like the
Yeah,
radio.
Hmm.
But it's not worth it anymore. Not with the amount of ads and the amount
Yeah.
of bullshit. To be honest, I don't
Yeah.
even like the music anymore.
Yeah.
I can't listen to the radio. I probably haven't done it in 3 or 4 years now.
Yeah. Like I don't ever listen to it in the car anymore. We'll listen to it at work, but
Yeah, even at
That's
work,
it.
fuck that. Someone put on an R&B playlist
Yeah.
or any playlist. I don't
Exactly.
even give a fuck what it is.
that's what I'm excited. Like for my own company, I get my own music. I can just put like anything on.
Yeah, nice.
yeah, we're
Hell
good.
yeah. I listen to AirPods all day when
Mm.
I'm working. All day I've got AirPods in.
Yeah, I can't really do that at my work because you're talking so much,
Mhm.
and like we usually have like a lot of conversations, like all the boys. So it's good, you know, and like we're not like to ourselves because we're always working with someone.
Yeah.
So yeah, like AirPods doesn't really work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you create friendships in that kind of work where you're working in
Yeah, we
teams?
do. Yeah,
Yeah.
we do. Yeah,
Yeah. I consider a lot of my good friends people I've worked with. in
yeah,
the
100%.
past.
Yeah,
You know what? That reminds me. I'm going to reach out to someone that I haven't spoke to in a while. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, my first ever apprentice, actually, he now runs his own company
Okay,
and I
wow.
work for him.
yeah.
Every now and then, like once a month
Yeah,
or so,
okay.
I'll subby to
That's
him or I'll
cool,
do a
yeah.
few nights or something like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're good friends, you know.
Yeah.
Like I really appreciate him. Shout out to Gong. You've been saying you want to listen. Shout out to you, Gong, if you're listening. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the work.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
mad. That's
Yeah,
cool.
Very cool. He actually convinced me that Chinese women love white boys. Love
Okay.
white boys because he's Chinese. And
Yeah.
I had a mindset for a while like, I might go get some Chinese women. I might go
Yeah,
to China
okay.
for a bit. Not anymore. I'm not going to. Not for a while. Not for
Yeah,
a while.
nah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You spend a lot of time with your missus outside of work too?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah? How long have you been with her now?
We've been together for nearly 3 years.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fuck, I thought you were going to say 18 months or so.
Yeah.
3 years.
3 years.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
So you were 19 then?
Yep.
19.
I think I was. Yeah, I was 19. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like,
Time flies.
besides like all the golf and stuff, yeah, we spend lots of time together.
Mhm.
Yeah, she plays golf with me as well sometimes, but yeah.
What a girl.
Yeah.
What a
No,
girl.
she's amazing.
What a girl. Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. She is amazing, by the way. I have to
Yeah.
say, you found yourself a very nice girl.
Yeah. No.
Very nice girl.
Yeah.
I enjoy when we do get to spend time
Yep.
together in group
Mm.
scenarios and things like that.
Yeah.
I think that in the beginning, you did spend a lot of extra time and you were starting to feel a bit guilty for not hanging out with the boys.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
But that was so normal, bro.
Yeah.
I used to love teasing you about it.
Yeah.
You know, it's fun, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna start doing it to some of the other boys soon who have
Yeah.
got themselves misses.
Mm.
Just as a reminder.
Yeah.
But
okay.
it's so normal to get a
Yeah.
missus and then just spend all your time with her. Yeah.
Yeah. Because like I was, I found happiness from her. I was always happy when I'm with her. We do great things. Like, so circling back to your question before, like, what do I do in my spare time? Like, we always like go to the beach, just go on adventures and stuff, and
Yeah.
wash
Girls
our
are good for
cars.
that.
Yeah, it's
Girls are
good.
good for
We just
adventures.
spend time like doing little things.
Yeah.
And get food.
I gotta admit, having a
Yeah.
girlfriend, like, you do think of, you do things you don't think of doing. You know,
Yeah.
they bring you
Yeah.
outside and
100%.
shit, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm fucking outside.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, always
Yeah.
staying active and stuff. So it's
Yeah,
good.
cool.
Yeah.
Do you think that you're a different person today than you were before you met her?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And is that like as a response to being in the relationship?
Yeah, I guess so. Like, I guess before that, like, from when I was young, like, I was never, like, happy. I was never a happy kid. And, yeah, I just, it was something that, like, I always felt with her, that made me feel so good. And,
Damn.
yeah.
Beautiful, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Beautiful.
I
I
love
love
it.
hearing that. I love hearing that.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's love.
Yeah.
That's what love is. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
finding happiness in someone else.
Yep. And, like, my plan was to always go to the mines, like, in WA. That's just something I always wanted to do. And,
Yeah.
the plans changed.
Yeah.
So,
I can relate.
Yeah.
I always wanted to be in the army
yep.
or the navy, and then girlfriends at different stages of my
Yeah.
life have stopped me from doing that.
Yep.
And what a blessing. I couldn't be
Yeah.
happy with where I am today.
Yeah. Like, she didn't stop me doing it. I stopped it myself because, like, I want to be with her every day,
Yeah, simp mode, like,
yeah.
I've been like that too. I've been full simp mode
Yeah.
with girls. It's amazing being in a relationship when you're in a good relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And I want to, like, so you say you're happier now than you found yourself back then.
Yeah.
Do you think you have a different mindset outside of happiness? Like, do you have different goals, or do you have different, like, things that you do because you're in a
I
relationship?
guess I have different goals now, like long time life goals. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Are they family, like, orientated?
Yeah,
Like,
yep.
things like that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, like, I feel like I found the perfect one for me,
Yeah.
I really do. And, like, I'm just excited to have a family with her one day. Like, I'm a bit young at the moment, but, I do want to be, like, a young dad.
Yeah.
But, like, still a couple years,
Yeah. Don't rush into it.
No,
Don't
I'm not
rush
rushing into it,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's still 22, yeah.
Yeah, still
You got
22,
time.
but yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
Yeah.
can't wait to have kids,
Beautiful.
especially with her. So,
Yeah, I love hearing it, bro. I love hearing it. She's
Yeah,
gonna love
bro.
listening to it, to be honest.
She will.
Shout out Juliet. Shout out
Shout out.
Juliet. Yeah, I know how much you love her. You're a
Yeah.
great couple together.
Yeah.
You really are. And I think that having a girlfriend is so much responsibility.
Yeah.
Right? Low key, it is.
Yeah.
It is. Girls are the most amazing thing. I love them. Everyone loves them. But there's so much work when it comes to being a boyfriend.
Oh, yeah.
I think so anyway.
Yeah.
Did you find it natural to be a boyfriend, or did you find it something that you had to learn as you went on?
Had to learn, yeah.
Okay.
It was my first, like, proper relationship.
Mhm.
Like, and so I just had to learn, like, as I went on and, put a lot of time in. Which I think, I put a lot of time in at the start,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's important. I guess you build those foundations early on, learn each
Yeah.
other's interests and hobbies and even dislikes and shit
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's cool. Very cool.
And now, just happy, so.
Yeah, that's cool. You're in a good spot. Yeah.
Yeah, in a good spot, yeah.
Cool. Do you have any goals together that you're trying to achieve?
Yeah, like, we want to buy a house, like,
Mhm.
move out, rent somewhere, which I think would be really cool. I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That'd be exciting.
Yeah.
You've never lived with a girl before, have you?
Never,
Full time?
no.
Yeah.
No.
It's different. It's different. It's
Yeah.
good and it's different. I wouldn't say it's bad.
Yeah.
It just depends on your own character of
Yeah.
how well you are at managing your own time. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I've put blame into relationships I've had in the past, which I shouldn't have, where I
Yeah,
felt like
okay.
they took up too much of my time.
Yeah.
I've pretty much done it with any relationship I've been in with any girl.
Yeah.
But that's my own. No one forces me to do anything. I
Yeah.
got to hold myself accountable for that.
Mm.
So time management is an important thing, especially when living with someone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I guess then you're gonna start having pets and kids and all the other
Yeah.
responsibilities.
When I
Talk
have
about
like
that.
a couple sausage dogs,
Oh,
that'd be mad.
that'd be hectic.
Yeah, a French
Yeah.
bulldog.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
so
yeah.
cute.
French bulldog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though I hate pets.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
one
you
thing.
do too.
I hate pets.
What
I hate
the
all
heck?
dogs. I hate everything.
What about birds?
I like lorikeets.
Okay,
That's
okay.
it.
Because some birds are cool.
Yeah, I like lorikeets, but I don't know if you can actually own one.
You can own most birds, to be honest. You
Okay.
can own most birds. Yeah,
okay.
I don't think there's a rule on what you can own for
Okay.
birds.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, anyone, but I'm going to say it as a fact.
Yeah, okay.
Happy to be proven wrong. But...
Yeah, actually, I do like birds, yeah.
Mhm.
Up at my grandparents' house at Copacabana, they get heaps of lorikeets, so we feed them, and yeah,
Yeah, it's
really
cool.
like that.
That reminds me of a funny story. Fossey's uncle had this bird one time. I
Yeah.
think it was a cockatoo.
Okay.
Are they the ones that talk back? Cockatoos, the ones that talk back, or is it a lorikeet? What is it? You know the ones that are like, hello, hello. So it goes, what a
I don't know.
parrot.
I don't know anything about animals, to be
Okay.
honest, but yeah.
It might have been a cockatoo. I think it
Yeah.
was. And then you'd show up and it'd go, Ryan, you can't.
Okay.
Fuck off,
Yeah,
Ryan.
okay, yeah.
And I go
Yeah.
up to it, I was like, is that bird swearing? He's like, yes, I'm fucking swearing.
Yeah.
It was so cool, bro.
That's cool.
It was so cool.
Yeah. Well, actually,
Yeah.
my cousin's lorikeet. Hey, I don't know if you can say that. Hopefully
Yeah,
they'll leave
yeah.
it out, but
They are, they
yeah,
are.
okay, yeah. But I know.
I hope.
Yeah.
No comment.
Yeah, no comment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it talks to him as well, so I think that's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that
But
is
yeah,
cool.
but like I'm so scared of dogs. I'm really scared.
Fuck,
So like
bro.
a little dog, like a little,
Sausage,
you know,
yeah.
French bulldog, sausage dog.
Sausage is a flex, but
Yeah.
the flex dog.
They're
Yeah.
so cool to have.
That is cool.
So
Shout out to Cooper, your sausage dog is so
mate,
cool.
That's
mate.
so cute.
And Surgeon has sausage dogs as well.
Yeah.
Surgeon there. Shout out
Yeah,
to
that
Surgeon.
cute. Yeah.
They're good dogs.
Yeah.
They're very good dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had some wild pets, bro. I've had
Yeah.
some wild pets.
Okay.
I remember when I bought those 2 staffies and bring them home.
Yeah.
And then I had my dog at the time. I've had the goat.
Yeah, the goat.
Gucci the goat.
Future the goat. Oh,
Oh, fuck.
he was
Rip,
great.
Rip
He was so
Gucci.
cute.
Rip Gucci, bro. What a great goat. Yeah. Fuck, man. What a cute animal. I
Yeah.
think I'd like to have more pets, but I
Yeah.
like crazy animals, bro.
Yeah.
I want a baby emu. Have you ever seen a baby emu?
That's cool.
Have you ever seen
I've
one?
never seen one, but
Fuck, they're cute.
can you even own that?
No, you're not allowed to own that. Not allowed to
No
own
comment?
that. No comment. But everyone listening, just quickly scroll down, click the link in the description. There'll be a video of a baby emu. Oh my god, they're cute animals.
Yeah.
I need to own shit like that.
Mm.
Yeah, fuck yeah. All right.
Oh, that's mad.
I know you know the questions. I know you know the segment.
Yeah,
It's
mate.
called Deep Questions.
Yep.
All right. I'll answer the first one first.
Yep.
You already know the go. They get pretty deep.
Yep.
What's something you've always wanted to do, but worried about people judging you for it? Okay, I reckon I've got quite a few of these. One would be acting.
Okay.
Yeah, straight
Cool.
up. Seth, shout out to you, Seth. You've been a big motivator, and I respect what you do so much. And going
Yeah.
and seeing your play was honestly one of the most amazing experiences I've ever had. On his next one, all the boys have to come.
Yeah, okay.
I know a lot of the boys did want to go to the last one, but it was Mother's Day,
Yep.
which is why a lot of people couldn't. But on
Okay.
his next one, I'm going to bring everyone to
Okay.
it.
Yeah,
it was,
that'd be cool.
It was such a great experience, and I'd love to do that.
Yep.
But I'm a bit fearful of it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It takes guts,
100%.
man.
Yeah.
It takes character.
Yeah, good on him.
Yeah.
That's something that I couldn't do.
Oh, can't.
But-
Fuck, wait until you see it, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Yeah. Oh, shout out to you, Seth. I love you.
Yeah, 100%.
All right. What about you? Anything that you feel like you'd be judged on that you want to do?
Probably like honestly maybe picking up the camera and
Oh,
like
yeah.
doing something like that. Like I feel like deep down, like, because being a kid, you know, I'd never want to face cam like doing it because I feel like, oh, I'd be so judged on YouTube. Like,
Yeah.
but you know, like recently, like I think I have a new mindset to that.
Yeah.
You know,
Cool.
like just not caring, like, and just doing what's gonna make me, you know, feel good.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. I
Something
tell you
I'm
what.
passionate about.
Never ever look at the comments.
Yeah.
I get notifications, or to be honest, I don't even get notifications because
Yeah.
once I post the video, I log out of that YouTube
Oh
channel.
yeah.
I don't go back onto that channel to upload again.
Yeah.
And then it will show comments and shit.
Yeah. Okay.
I have not read one. I will
Yeah.
never read them. I will never look at the likes. I'll never look at the comments.
Yeah, so I never look at comments. I never like comment on anything.
Mhm.
But like, if I see something I like, you know, like your podcast, like I'll call you up and tell you. I'm not going to just comment on the video.
Yeah.
Like I've never been a comment
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Never
and,
look at them.
And I do thank everyone who does comment. I'm not
Yeah.
saying don't do it because like I hate asking and telling people to do it, this fact, but it does help me in the long run. You
Yeah.
know, every little step counts towards my
Yeah.
channel.
Mm.
Even though I'm not going to say never, but I'm not at the stage now where I want to start saying, please like my video,
Yeah.
comment, subscribe, all these things.
Yeah.
I'll probably do that in the future,
Mm.
but it really does help towards
Yeah.
your analytics. It really
100%.
does.
Yep.
But I'm still not going to read them.
Yeah.
You know what
okay.
I mean? Like,
yeah.
just in case there is that bad comment,
Yeah.
I don't need to put myself in that situation,
Yeah,
you
okay.
know?
Yeah.
So I think that you're easily going to overcome your fear of
Yeah.
picking up the camera.
I reckon. Yeah. 100%.
Very cool. All right, well, that was a good one. All right. What do you fear about getting older? And what do you not fear about getting older?
Getting older, that's a big one, and it is a very scary thing to think about. But maybe like for me, like doing things, like not being able to do things that I want to do.
Like physically?
Physically, yeah. And like it can be scary, but I mean, for me, like I believe that I'm gonna go to heaven. I
beautiful.
believe in Jesus and God.
Beautiful.
So yeah, like from dying, say, you know,
Yeah.
I don't think about it too much because I know where I'm gonna go. And that's
Yeah.
what I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like just getting older, you know, it is scary, and it is scary to think about. You know? And you always have doubts, you have questions, but you know, yeah,
Yeah, I'm with you. It is a fearful thing thinking about age.
yeah,
It is. I would say I'm not fearful about getting older in the sense that then I'm finished.
yeah,
I've accomplished it all. You know, I'll have my family underneath me that I can be proud of.
100%.
But one thing I am fearful of is not being proud of everything that I have done. I have to admit that. But that's what motivates me.
Yeah.
That's what gives me so many goals every year to achieve. That's what keeps me going and stops me from wasting time and all these little things, because every little second counts, you know? Every little second. Every phone call that I have with the boys is an important phone call. Every fucking training session is an important training session. Every money earned and every bit of money spent, I see them all as value. And I am fearful of not having done enough, which is why I try and do it all.
Yeah. I guess I'm a bit fearful of like getting injured as well, you know, like having a bad accident. I guess that's pretty worrying, especially like the industry I'm in, but yeah, anything can happen, you know.
I think that I think we're kind of lucky because you have all these things you can do to your body now that you couldn't do 10 years ago. So imagine in 10 years from now, because I watched this video once, and again, thank you everyone for being patient, but I'm going to say it again. click the link in the description down below to see it. But there's a time lapse of technology and evolution and how fast it's gone. And you have like, I'm going to paraphrase it, but 13 billion years of the universe until Earth was formed, and then millions of years of the dinosaurs to be alive, and then hundreds and hundreds of thousands of years for the pre-humans, the Homo sapiens, whatever they were called back then, Neanderthals. And then you get to the first kind of agricultural human to the Industrial Revolution, and then you have all the technology that has increased until the internet, and then you see how quickly it has grown since then, and things are going at such a dramatic pace that 1 year from now it'll be like 50 years in experience because of the way that we are. So you'll be able to, when you fuck up your body in the future, I really think you're going to be able to fix it like it never happened. Okay. I really do think that'll be the case. They're trying to cure age. They're treating age like a disease, and they're finding ways to slow that down. So just the simple things like stem cells and things like that, they're so important. But artificial insemination with fake limbs and all these things, bro, like we're catching up.
I know you said it like on the last podcast with Pat, but like I guess I am a bit fearful of the technology as well. Like that is a bit of a worry, like about things like that, you know? Like, imagine having like a robotic arm, like that's crazy, you know? Like Spider-Man or whatever. That's like attached to your brain.
Oh yeah, like Dr. Octagon and shit.
Yeah, like I don't know, like
Dr. Octagon.
I don't want too much like robots. Like I don't know if I'm down for that.
Well, to be honest, I don't think that we're going to get to the stage where we need the robot arm, because they're able to reattach nerves now. You know what I mean? They're able to create pathways between neurons that they've never been able to do before, and that's how they're going. That's what the Neuralink is going to focus on. You know, connecting parts of your brain to your spine again, so you can move your legs. But you don't have to have that implanted. Technology will be so advanced where they're just going to cut open the back of your head, move your skull, and a machine's just going to connect them together like a piece of wire.
See, that's scary.
Put it back together. I think that's the opposite of scary. I think that's exciting. I think that's exciting, bro. So,
like, do you want to live forever on this world?
100%.
Yeah.
I'll live forever.
Okay.
Yeah, if I could. As I said before, it's like winning the lottery.
Yeah. Okay.
I would do it if I could, but if it never happens, I'm happy with not.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, I like that. I liked the whole honesty on that.
Yeah.
Would you rather die in 20 years with no regrets or die in 50 years with a lot of regrets?
That's a deep one.
And you can take your time if you need time, yeah.
For 20 years?
20 years?
20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But regrets is one of those things that's like, how badly do you have to make a mistake in order to regret it?
Yeah.
Really? Like, you must have to have inflicted some kind of pain in someone else,
Yeah.
which I guess can be a regret. But then if everyone starts to live in a world of forgiveness, then your regret can become easier to deal with.
Yeah.
So I'd probably rather live for 20 years like you. I would. I wouldn't want to feel that regret of hurting others.
I've had lots of regrets, my whole life, but you know what? There is a stage, you gotta move past it.
Yeah, there is. But but like, if you're gonna hold on to a regret for 50 years, it must have been serious.
I know.
And I don't want to have to deal with that feeling.
Exactly.
But you know what?
It's no good.
You know what?
It's horrible.
It might happen.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to be like in 20 years. I want to continue to being the best version of myself, but I probably will make mistakes, and I probably will
100%.
regret things in 50 years.
Yeah.
I'm being pretty optimistic, thinking that I'm never going to do anything wrong. So I'm going to say 50 years because I probably will.
I might change my answer now, to be honest.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm glad that we both ended up on the same agreement with that one. All right. Are you religious or are you spiritual?
Religious.
Religious. All right. Cool. All right. Obviously you find your religion through Christianity.
Yep.
Yeah. And have you thought much about spirituality outside of Christianity?
I don't know. It depends what it is, really. Like, sometimes, like, some things can be said, and, like, I don't know if I agree with that, but, yeah. Like, I don't know too much about other religions and spiritual side, but sometimes it can be a bit, like, a lot of it can be false.
Yeah.
And it can twist a lot of things, but, yeah.
Well, I have a love-hate relationship with religion.
Yeah.
And the love is way more bigger than the hate, obviously.
Yeah.
The hate is just like, I understand why some people can steer away from it. And I found my spirituality through religion.
Yeah.
And that's the most important thing about religion.
Yeah.
Outside of the community and all these amazing things, but spirituality for me is what I would resonate with.
Yep.
But I can also, because of my spirituality, I can respect all religions.
Okay, yeah.
But I don't think it's necessary for people to choose one or the other.
Yep.
If you are religious, you're the exact same as being spiritual.
Yeah, okay.
I would only recommend spirituality for people who are really open-minded and are starting to second-guess their religion.
Yeah.
But you're going to have the same end goal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're still going to find God.
Yeah.
God's the outcome. Everyone's chasing anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, cool. I kind of knew you were religious and not spiritual.
Yep.
I didn't know that. All right. What do you think is the most key characteristic of a great leader?
Ooh. Great leader.
Yeah.
Maybe being passionate about what you're leading for or towards.
I agree with that. I guess every strong leader, all the way back to ancient Egypt, were passionate about something.
Yeah.
And they might have had slaves and all these things, but
Yeah.
they were passionate about the buildings that they were creating or leading their civilization into a prospering society, which made them great leaders, even though they did horrendous things.
Yeah.
That's what made them great leaders.
Being faithful and just never giving up, I guess. But
Yeah. I like passionate. Passionate's a good one. Well, then I'll choose something else because I would probably choose that one too. I think a great characteristic that a leader must have would be... Oh, I know the word. I wish my vocabulary was a bit bigger, but I'm going to say relentless.
Okay, that's a good one.
Oh, it's just like passionate, though.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'm going to say it. Just fuck it. It's too, I could go on and on and on.
Yeah, 100%.
There's too many characteristics I could have. All right. What is your closest to death experience? Fuck, I wish that didn't come up because I'm going to have to be honest too.
Oh, closest death experience. Have I had one?
Have you ever had anything
I don't know.
I could have died just then?
Yeah. Maybe like slipping off a second story roof. Like, there's been two very close calls that have been on at the second story doing the gutter cleaning and nearly falling off.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, that probably been the closest. if I can think
That's
of it.
scary as fuck.
Yeah, it was scary, honestly. Like, you put your foot in the gutter to catch you, and
Yeah,
it was bad.
wow.
I remember
Ooh,
one
that gets
day.
my heart pumping.
I remember one day I did it. I made a massive bang 'cause my foot went in the gutter, shook like all the guttering. And the the owner came out. He's like, "Josh, make sure you don't fall." I'm like, "Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Try not to
Yeah.
next time."
Yeah.
But yeah,
Do you think it should become mandatory for all houses to have a harness point installed at the top?
yeah, you probably
Yeah.
should. I have been thinking about getting a harness.
Mm.
Um,
But where do you attach it to?
oh, that's the thing.
The antenna?
Nah, it comes with like a bracket or something. You just lift up one tile, screw it
to the
in.
beam.
But it's just another thing to do.
Yeah.
I just want to get up there and get down, you know?
Yeah. But I reckon you could become pretty quick in doing it within 5 minutes.
You could, yeah. Yeah.
To be honest, I hope you start to do that because
Yeah, I should.
as you said, you've had near-death experiences.
Yeah.
I think you should.
I try
As
not-
you said, one of
yeah.
your biggest fears is becoming injured.
Yeah, I
So
guess
maybe
so.
you should take some proactive
Yeah.
measures against
I
that.
probably should. But I mean, I kind of want to end the gutter cleaning soon anyways.
Mhm.
Especially like if I do this business,
Mhm.
it goes all well.
Yeah.
I won't have to do that.
Well, fingers crossed. Touch some wood. There'll be some wood here somewhere. Here we go. There's wood
That's
over
good.
here. That until that you don't.
Yeah,
all right? And I'll
100%.
keep that in my prayers as well.
Thank you.
I hope that if you do continue to do gutter cleaning, you will use that harness.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. My closest near-death experience was something that I always think of when I get the question of regret,
Okay.
but I don't regret it
Yep.
because, as again, it made me who I am today. But when I was completely off the rails
Yeah.
and I was just younger and stupid and, as you said as well, not happy in
Yeah,
that period
okay.
of my life,
Yep.
I had a pretty serious car accident.
Yeah.
Pretty serious.
Yep.
And it was because I was also taking drugs at
Yep.
the same time, which led me to that, which is I
Yep.
put myself in the situation entirely.
Mm.
And that's not even when I got the near-death experience. I ended up, my heart almost stopped. It became very close. I ended up in hospital
Yeah, wow.
24 hours after the
Yeah,
incident.
okay.
And that wasn't even from the car accident.
Yeah.
So there was a big period there where it did take time,
Yep.
but in hindsight, it put perspective on my life.
Yep.
And it helped me now to become the person who doesn't let other people
Yeah,
drive
okay.
intoxicated.
Yeah.
Until that point, I just thought I was the man. I thought, like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Don't tell me what I can and can't do.
Mm.
I'm fine. I was not fine. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
count my lucky stars every day. I was very blessed that nor myself or anyone else was injured.
Yeah.
It would have been a bigger tragedy if I'd have injured someone else. But that was my probably closest near-death
Yeah,
experience.
okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And to be honest, sometimes I second guess it to this day. Did I
Yeah.
die?
Yeah.
Am I dead?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
That's a big one.
Let's get another one. All right, here's another good one because I've been thinking about this a little bit too. What's the first song that moved you deeply? Or in disregard that, do you have a song that you think, is there a song that makes you feel a certain way above any other song?
Maybe Oceans by Hillsong.
Oh, what a good
that's a
song,
great
bro.
song, you know?
That's one of the songs I was thinking of as I was
Yeah,
saying
honestly,
that.
that actually gives me goosebumps sometimes.
Me too. I'm getting goosebumps thinking about that song.
Because
Yeah.
like it goes like soft, slow, and then like high pitch. Like it really hits the spot, you know.
Yeah,
So
fucking
actually,
shout
I'm
out to
gonna go with
Hillsong
that, yeah.
Music, bro. Do you know that's the most listened to band in the world?
Yeah,
I
wow.
want to say that, but it might not be true, but I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah,
Yeah. Which is
Yeah.
fucking crazy. man.
100%.
That church is fucking
Exactly.
insane.
you know that's in the world, and it's only like 20 minutes away.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Pretty
know.
crazy, eh?
It is crazy.
Yeah.
It is crazy. I think for me, it's the Cup song. Remember the Cup song? Remember that song from school?
No.
It was from the movie Pitch Perfect. I'm
Okay.
surprised you don't know what it is. Most
No
people know
idea.
the Cup song.
Okay.
Anyway, there's lyrics in that. Me and Luke Mount used
Yeah.
to always play this cup song. You basically
Yeah.
have a cup and you tap it to a beat and you move it and shit.
Okay.
But by the end of it, it just sounds like a nice beat.
Yeah. Okay.
But then there's a song you sing over the top of it that has nothing to do with a cup.
Mm.
It's just a song called I don't know. I think it's called the Cup song anyway. But there's this. It's so sad, bro. And honestly, it's so heartwarming for me because I listen to it all the time.
Yep.
Because there's a video of Luke Mount from when we were in year 7 singing
Yeah.
the song.
Okay.
And he's like, he's got his long hair like he
Yeah.
used to look and shit. And it's so good seeing it. But the lyrics to the song is, "You're gonna miss me when I'm gone." They're the
Yeah.
actual lyrics.
Okay.
And fuck, that hits me so hard every time I hear it because it's like, how could something be so personal, you know.
Yeah.
How could he be singing a song that everyone sung? It was a trend. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. And they even played it at the funeral. They played the whole Cup song and then they played that at the end. And it's like, I still listen to it. I listened to it. It was hard. But I listened to it on the way coming back here today. I love that song. It's like, it's beautiful. It's like, for me, it feels like it's like him as an angel still singing to me, you know what I mean? It's like, no shit, I'm going to miss you when you're gone, motherfucker. Wow. No shit. Yeah. But for me, that's the most beautiful song I've ever heard, for sure. Yeah. If it wasn't that, it'd definitely be a Hillsong. They make me feel
100%.
pretty heartwarming. Yeah. All right. What does the end of time look like for you? If the world, I'm going to say, if the world was going to end, how do you see it ending?
For some reason, I see it like you do in the movies, you know, the whole world, like lava going everywhere and like just the earth like rumbling and falling down. Like
apocalyptic, as in like... Yeah, I hear.
And just like, you know...
That's apocalyptic, Armageddon,
Yeah, and then just like angels like in the clouds, you know, coming out.
Oh, you see that kind of future?
Yeah, I see it like that, you know.
Wow, that's biblical.
And like, you know, going out.
Yeah, that's amazing. I've never heard anyone say that. That's so
Have you
biblical.
seen that Seth Rogen movie?
Yeah, This Is the End.
Yeah, kind of like that, really.
Yeah, what a great movie.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
What a great movie. Yeah, I loved every second of that movie. No one's going to rape Emma Watson. Yeah.
Well, no. Kind of like that, really.
Okay, I see that. Well, actually, you know what? The question was originally the end of time, and I asked you a different question. But I'm going to say the end of time, realistically, there is an end of time.
Yeah.
If we're going to be honest with ourselves, no matter how advanced a civilization can become, I don't see civilization dying on Earth. I see us conquering other planets. I see us harnessing energy from other things and eventually finding other livable planets. And probably even before that, surviving in space stations and creating our own planets.
Yep.
And
wow.
I think that will happen.
Yeah, I am actually kind of thinking it will now.
Yeah, but the universe is finite.
Yeah.
The observable universe is finite. Unless somehow we find a way to attain access to other universes or create our own universes.
Yeah.
The sun's going to run out.
Yeah.
The sun's got, I think they said 1 billion more years or 100 million. And then the next sun, and the next sun, and then the next sun.
I don't think we're going to last that long.
Oh, I think there's a high possibility we could.
You reckon 1 billion more years?
Dude, there's a high possibility we could, based on the link, as I said, is in the description of how fast humans are evolving.
Yeah.
We're going to become an interplanetary species so quickly. Elon Musk is leading boundaries above everyone. And you know what? He's just one man.
Yeah.
In another 50 years, there's going to be 50 Elon Musks.
100%,
and then in another 1,000 years, there'll be 1 million people as advanced and smart as him. And money is not going to be a thing. It's going to be about communal fucking conquer, you know? I think that the human species is really reaching a time in history that it's never reached before. And people are scared of the wars that are going to take place, with China taking over and Russia wanting to all this shit. It's like, fuck off, bro. We are ready for that. There's that much defense mechanisms in place, and there's that much wealth inside of America alone that if they overthrow the government, Elon Musk has enough money to do it again. You know what I mean? That's just one
He's
man.
Crazy.
I don't think we have much to worry about in that sense.
Yeah,
If an asteroid is going to come towards Earth now, we'll see it before it gets here, and we'll push it out of its trajectory. or there'll be the elites who take off onto a rocket, stay there for 1,000 years, come back in 1,000 more years. You know, I think the humans. I don't see an end of time for humanity. Yeah, I don't see an end of time. Yeah, okay. But yeah, to answer the question I answered you. Sorry for rambling.
Yeah.
I see the world ending probably by asteroidal impact.
Okay. Yeah.
But I think humans we'll probably have left here by now.
Yeah, okay.
We'll drain it. We'll take everything this Earth has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There should be drills on Earth. Just drilling everything. Getting every last little bit.
Yeah. We'll be taking it all.
Yeah.
Alright. Are you afraid that if you follow your heart, it'll lead you down the wrong path?
I mean, like what I'm doing at the moment, the business, like it is a risk. You know, I know that. You know, like I'm either, because I could have, you know, got an investment property, but maybe that was going to be the wrong path. So I never know until I can try, really.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah.
I think you answered that pretty honestly, because if you're afraid that your heart will lead you down the wrong path, you wouldn't do it, would you? Yeah, your heart's gonna take you down the right path because it's anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But, like,
I'd have to copy you on that. I'm not afraid my heart will take me down the wrong path because I'm gonna do whatever I desire.
exactly. Yeah. But like, even I made this quote.
Mhm.
You miss 100% of shots you don't take.
You did think of that quote, eh?
Yeah.
That's right. They'll be writing that down in the history books forever. Joshua Nicks.
100%.
Yeah. That's right. I forgot you made that quote. Yeah,
For some
beautiful.
reason, Michael Scott, he's trying to take it, but,
Yeah.
I came up with it.
I know you did. And I'll always defend that. I'll always defend that. I remember you told me that one time and I Googled it. And it was exactly what you said.
Exactly.
You actually made that quote up.
100%.
Yeah. Beautiful. What do you value most in life?
What I value most, friends, family, partner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just, time for everyone, really.
So relationships.
Yeah.
Relationships is what you most value.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm with you on that. I was gonna say, I value most in, evolving
Yeah.
as a man.
Yeah, okay.
But what's that without people around me that I
Yeah.
can share it with?
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
you convinced me to change my answer. I'm glad you went first. Would you consider yourself to be someone who has a price? Is there a certain amount of money that could make you do anything?
Nah.
No?
I don't think so. Like, to do what? But, like, it depends.
That is such a hard question, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna put myself on the spot right now and be like, how much money to suck a dick? You say none, but I'm thinking 100 milli. Like, I think I'd suck a dick. You know what I mean? 100 milli. If anyone's got 100 milli, I probably would, to be honest.
Jump into the weird stuff, eh?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I don't really think about that too much. And I don't know. It depends on what, really. Like to go skydiving, that's one thing I'm never going to do.
$100 million would you go skydiving?
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Yeah, see? So you can't say no.
Like, it depends what. Like, I'm not going to just,
I'll draw the line in the sand. I won't perform harm on anyone else for a certain amount of money. You have to have your own morals. And you have to stand by it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd suck a dick for $1 million. $1 million. Nah, not $1 million. That's so disgusting. Alright, not $1 million.
Wow, you really...
50 million.
You really jump it in,
50 million.
Wow.
Yeah, I can be bought. Just anyone listening, I can be bought. Just give me 50 million.
No.
Alright. I'm glad that was one of the questions.
Thanks for making that awkward.
Yes. Yeah. Alright. This is going to be the last one.
Yeah.
Does it... Alright, this question is a bit different, but I'm going to change it. It says, does your significant other having more Instagram followers matter more or less over time? Stupid question, but instead I'm going to ask you, do you think it would affect you if your missus was someone who achieved like lots of attention on Instagram? You know what I mean? Like, when I ask this question, I mean it in a sense that, like, obviously a girl can achieve attention through amazing things, you know, and I think we are stepping into a world of female role models for younger women now that we've never had before.
Yeah.
But for a chick to achieve most attention, it's usually from acts of, like, whoring yourself on the internet, you know what I mean? Being a bit of, like, a OnlyFans girl or real provocative. If that was something that your girlfriend really wanted to do you think that you would be okay with that or not?
Nah, I wouldn't be okay with that at all. Nah. Not like the OnlyFans and stuff. No way. I would never be happy with that. But like, to like be like an online enthusiast, like
an influencer?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we got that out.
No.
So influencer.
That's so funny because I've cut out so much shit. Everyone listening, I've cut out so much shit that I've said, and that's the first thing Nicky has asked me since the beginning.
Oh, it's alright. No, it's alright. Alright, influencer.
Yeah. Alright.
Like, I don't know, like posting photos and stuff, like just nice ones. Like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
But like,
yeah, and you know what? I said it in a bad way. I really did.
Yeah.
That, like,
I know Juliet's not like that, and you know, I'm very happy that she's not like that.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me say it to kind of bring myself back to how I really feel about it.
Yeah.
Is that I think women are especially entitled to do whatever they want to do with themselves. You know, if you want to create OnlyFans, there's the market for it. There's a million plus men that are happy to pay money to see you naked. Really, there is. But it's not what I'm looking for in a partner,
Yeah, no way.
and I know it's not what you're looking for in a partner either.
No.
And I do think it is a trait that will be. You'll miss out on a lot of emotional connection if you go through that route.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you have every choice to do it. If I had the option of making it illegal or legal, it's legal because you should be able to do whatever you want. But I think we do need to have more influential role models to what girls can aspire to be, you know?
Okay.
Which is why I think I would actually really enjoy it if my partner was an influencer.
Yeah.
Because I would find that characteristic of someone who isn't doing it for the attention of men looking at them, but doing it for the influence.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
they can have.
See, I'd be happy with that. Like, yeah.
I would probably motivate my partner to do something like that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, we have the same understanding on what we are looking for in a woman as well.
100%.
Yeah, which I would say 97% of the blokes that we know would be like that too.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. Well, Nixie, you know the final question.
You know the final question.
And I have to ask it. All right. If someone just needed a little bit of advice because they were feeling depressed because they were lost, what would you say to that person?
I'd say just like do things you're passionate about. Just find, you know, a hobby. Find something that makes you feel good, feel happy. And yeah, just chase your dreams, really. And don't let anyone, you know, pull you down from it. And just,
Don't let anyone pull you down from it. No one said that before. No one has said that before, which is very, very important, you know. And I think that we are definitely getting into an era now where people aren't focusing on the negativity of shit.
Exactly.
Like, I had fucking fears when starting a podcast, straight up.
100%.
And I've got to be honest, today I could not give a fuck if people judged me on it or not. I couldn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And like that's just a perfect example, you know what I mean? And you said it perfectly. I really do. I really did like it. Yeah, cool. All right, Nixie, thank you very, very much for coming on.
Thank you very much, bro. It was great.
I really thank you for all of the times you've clicked on the video, watched the video, liked the video, called me, texted me. I appreciate every single one of them, and I really, really do appreciate our friendship.
Appreciate it, bro. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, beautiful. That's a wrap.
Shawty catch a vibe, yeah, I had to put her on. Bought her 2-seater, yeah, we heading for the sun. Shawty got my high, I ain't tripping for the funds. Yeah, I won't start, I ain't tripping, I'm a stunt.